All right.
Should be we should be coming in just a second. I hit the live button.
All right, you ready? I hear you now. Hey, those who want to find us will find us.
They will find us.
All right, yeah.
All right, we on.
I see us there. I see us. Live right now.
Live and direct.
Yes, sir.
All right, cut my volume down on the phone.
All right.
Mail lady, literally, I was waiting in the back room, and Nikki was like, somebody just beat on the door. I said, of course. And then I got a cigar I need to smoke that's gonna be in next month's Cigar of the Month Club, and then I'll be opening this thing up.
That's cool. Hey, Mumra, what's going on, brother B? Good to see you, James Garcia, Zoom. Hey, James Garcia, you know, this is what happened when you get old people hung up with technology, boy. After I got on there, I said, I still can't hear you, Ron. It's like, oh, I forgot to turn the damn volume up.
How's everybody doing this evening, man?
Bruce T, what's going on? Justin Jones, you right about that. New channel. Same people. Mike Ortiz. Big E, what's happening? P. Roland, peace. Latonia, what's Latonia? Latonia is what they call you up in the suburbs. I know. What's going on, Janice? Lynn Rodriguez, Sean Carter. Mystical, take two, baby. Hey, you know, we don't never let mistakes get us down. We just use that to drive us forward to do things better in the future. But this is one of them last minute things. So you know how it is.
Oh, yeah. There was no planning or anything. We literally just shot from the hip and talked to each other earlier this morning. And actually, I'm glad we didn't end up deciding to do the first cigar that we were going to talk about, because I still don't think I have it yet. So.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yep.
But we had this one in reserve, which worked out perfect.
The War Witch.
The War Witch.
You know, it was kind of hard taking, you know, I always talk about like cigars and the labels and taking a picture. This is a hard one to take a picture of because the name goes all the way around the damn cigar.
Yeah, I was noticing that too, and I was trying to take, damn, what the hell is this?
MD Spider, what's going on, JP? Derek Thames, what's happening? SB, we see you. XL, Jerome Crawford, what's good, baby? Big O, my Texas brother. I hope you're nice and dry down there, brother. You know, y'all had a lot of rain going on. Andre, what's happening, baby? Good to see everybody tonight. Good to see everybody hanging in here tonight. Hey, Rod, what's happening, baby? I missed you there for a second. I don't know how I could do that.
Shout out to you too. Shout out to you too, James, man. Taking good care of me, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I got my Black Lion luxury box today. I was talking to nephew earlier today. I said, yeah, he said, I'm supposed to get my damn thing in the mail from Black Lion. I said, wait a minute, that was the mail lady just went by. Let me go down here and see what's in my box. And sure enough, package from Black Lion. So they arrived all in one piece. Brother James, see, good to say that.
I got one of your favorites in the mail today too.
What's that? Padron?
Nope, HBC 500.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
So I have to let these. Well, I'm sure I'll smoke one tomorrow. But that came in the new side. And then have you seen a storage bag this big?
Oh, hold on. I ain't even looking at you. Let me see.
Pretty big old bag.
Oh, well. You see, I'm looking at the wrong damn thing, so you know that's why I can't really see you. You know what I mean? I don't see the damn storage bag. I'm gonna get this shit together though. Eventually.
You still haven't smoked this cigar yet, have you?
No, I haven't. Hold the storage bag up again. Let me see it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah,
you know, that's like the event bag that sometimes we get at Cigar Fest. They have a big Boveda bag. It's a huge bag and they put them in there. That's nice.
Oh, this is definitely gonna get put to use. I need more like this.
Cigar Head Fred, hey, Cigar Head, man. Hey, listen, say what's up to my man Flame Johnson. Flame Johnson, you know, he taught me every damn thing I know about cigars, but I ain't think y'all knew about Flame. So, you know, shout out to Flame Johnson.
Hey, Janice, we talk to these people all the time. He said 47 watching and 14 likes. Come on, people.
Hey,
come on, man. I know we're the most wanted, America's most wanted duo, but come on, man. Show us some love. Hit something.
Up or down. That's what I say. Give me a up.
Down. Hit something.
Give me a down. Give me something, you know. Mr. Clark, what's going on? Helms Logistics, what's going on, baby? Hey, brother Helms, we got that screen ordered. I keep checking my email to see when it's coming in because we're gonna get away from this fly situation.
Yeah, you and Smoking Preacher, I be seeing y'all. I'm like, man, you gotta do something for Smoking Preacher too.
Yeah, hey, the flies are nuts. But I had a lady in Philly tell me last night, she said, this is the time of the year when the flies swarm. I said, well, what the hell is that? She said, they're like all born at the same time. So it's like flies everywhere. Hot and muggy in St. Louis. Yeah, I hear you, Shane. It's the same way here in Maryland. Brian Prentice, what's going on? Love Bug, what's happening, baby?
Jerome got his hotcakes in the mail today.
Nice.
I probably will be getting mine tomorrow.
Matt Mitchell, what's going on, baby? See you, man.
Matt,
so we are smoking. We smoking tonight the War Witch. Hey, listen, y'all may not pay attention to what I say about this cigar tonight because I told nephew today. I said I smoked the Supreme Leaf today, and it just tasted terrible to me. So he said, "Unc, you're gonna have to get you about a gallon of mineral water." And by the time we get on this cigar review, maybe you'll be all right. So we're gonna see.
Yeah, so as he said, we're smoking the War Witch. This is by Black Star Line Cigar Company. They're based out of Chicago, Illinois, which is kind of cool. The owner is a firefighter too. So when me and Unc were talking about this maybe a few months ago, he said when he read the press release of the information about the company that the guy reminded him a lot of me. And after reading the press release, I could definitely see a lot of similarities, kind of liking the same companies, same line of work. So shout out to Black Star Line Cigars, man. I've been able to smoke about 3 or 4 of these so far.
Nice. Do you know what's in this one other than Aganorsa?
This is an Aganorsan Puro, as far as I know of. It's just a Nicaraguan Puro. What's weird is it doesn't really look like it, but it's a Connecticut wrapper.
So that's why I asked, because I'm like, this wrapper looks mighty thin.
Yes, it's a Connecticut wrapper. It has a Criollo binder, and it has Corojo and Criollo fillers. So it doesn't smoke like your traditional Connecticut. So if you're not a Connecticut fan, or if you are a Connecticut fan, sorry, I still will recommend this, but definitely expect some strength on this one. Not like beating you over the head, but it's there. It's not like smoking your traditional Connecticut blend. So
yeah, I'm sticking it in my mouth. I can feel the pepper, just like it's sneaking out there already.
It's there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the cutting.
Mm-hmm. I already cut mine. So,
Perfect
Mr. Washington,
size.
what's going on? Brother Henri Beauchamp in West Seneca. Nice weather. Where's West Seneca, Andre?
Seneca. It tastes like
sounds like New York.
So I this is, if you want to ask me, technically this is probably my favorite size cigar right now.
Yeah, mine too.
6x46. This is a box press.
Mine too.
Excellent size. I like this a lot. So I think you guys, especially after hearing Lee Mac's take on it, I'd be interested to hear you guys go out there and buy them and see what you guys think. Now, again, this isn't going to be the cheapest cigar in the world. These run around $12 is what I paid for them. I looked online, and that's right where they should be. You can look on their official website. They're selling 5-packs for $60. So
nice. And again, this is another one of the Black-owned companies. So we happen to, we Black. And so we try to support our brothers, and we try to support our brothers that are doing something right and doing it correct. So one of the reasons why I purchased this cigar up front was I liked what I saw on the website. I thought they were doing it correct. So we're going to give them a shot and see what's going on. G Money 81, what's going on, brother Harry? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
What's going on, fam? I mentioned that in the live stream with Fred before too. I said sometimes I think people just keeping it 100. Sometimes a person will get caught up in wanting to support something just because it's Black owned. And I made that very clear. Just because you're a Black owned company, I'm not just going to support you just because. You got to have your ducks in a row. You got to be professional. You got to be on your A game. I'm not just going to support a company just because, it's a Black owned company. You
have to. I purchased from a company the other day. It was a Black owned company, cigar company. I won't call the name, but they were kind of in the middle. So, they kind of had most of their ducks in a row, but there were a few more things that they needed to fix up around the edges. So it's kind of like, what I say is this. I say, come on, brothers, let's get it together. You understand? I told that story about that brother I tried to hire when I was still working at the office, and, he was frat, and I was like, man, your resume sucks. You can't speak in a complete sentence, but I bet you could throw a hell of a party.
Right.
I can't do nothing for you, man. I can't even fake it. Now I want to, but I can't.
Right. I
You know?
mean, and that just goes back. Some people will, but it's just me knowing who you are and knowing how you are. Like I know that's, hey man, I'm putting my name behind it. It's got to be right. So
exactly. Hey, who said that? Adelbo said Lee Mack been messing up his palate with them Black and Miles, man. Hey, listen here, bro. I stepped up though. Hold up, I stepped up because you thought I was kidding, right? So I got this Black and Mild right there, the Black and Mild Jazz right there. So you thought I was joking around. And then I got a prime time peach, baby. 59 cents. 59 cents, baby.
Those things, you know, now that we smoke the regular like premium cigars, those things look so tiny now. I remember they look so small.
You look at a Black and Mild compared to that, you know, it's like, but you know, I got to get my razor out so I can cut it open. That's another show.
What you getting on the cold draw? I'm getting this. I get it sometimes in the Nicaraguan stuff. I'm getting like this chocolate fudgy brownie kind of.
I can see that. My first thought was raisin, but I can see that chocolate.
I can see raisin too. I think that's kind of like, dark.
It's like dark, right? Raisin, fig, something like that on the cold draw. All right, well, hey, listen, I'm ready to light this bad boy up and see what it's talking about.
All right, let's get to it.
Yeah, SB say frat will lean on the shield. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, whatever.
Look at this, man.
We got to do better in some cases. That's what I say. I love you and I support you, but if you ain't got your stuff together, I'm sorry.
Well, and that just applies with just everything too, man. And we've talked about this before too, especially in the cigar community. It's already just dominated by the Latino, Hispanic, and the Caucasian personnel. So, you know, for women and minorities, it's like if you get in, you got to really have your shit together, man.
And I'm not mad at that. Like, you know, somebody like Nicky Perdomo, his dad was in the industry, grandfather was in the industry, he's up into learning or whatever. I ain't mad at that, you know.
Right.
But if you coming from the outside, you're gonna be somebody like a Saka that is like you were nothing in the industry and you starting from ground one, you kind of have to really you gotta really have your thing together, man. I don't know. Black and Wild. Justin Jones said, this is a Black and Wild, baby.
Intense pepper on this one in the beginning, people. On that retro hill, at least for me.
But it's nice though. Black pepper. Or at least that nice Nicaraguan pepper on your palate.
Yep. Can kind of taste a little bit of leather in the background too. It's real faint right now though.
Hey, listen, I don't even know what a damn leather tastes like, so I can't even go there.
So somebody asked me about that before. So how I equate leather, because I was like, when you walk into a boot store or something like that, I'm tasting how leather smells to me. I know it sounds weird to people, but sometimes stuff tastes how it smells. And so for me, when I always say I taste leather, usually it's mostly in the back thirds of cigars when it's starting to build up that strength and it's drying. And
so when you say leather, what type of leather? Is it like a leather jacket, a black leather belt, your car? What kind of leather you talking
definitely
about?
Like a Puro, like a belt or like boot, just that smell, like just like tanned, like just cattle. It's kind of hard to do.
No, and listen, and the reason why I asked, because I was going to pay more attention to it, but since I don't have too many leather boots, I ain't got nothing I can go in my closet and smell. So,
hey, people in the chat, I don't have a pair of boots either. So
I wouldn't be mad if you did. Hey, Pariah 79 said he lost over $4,000 dealing with black-owned. Long story, got to have your shit together for me. And I agree with that 100%. It's like growing up in my neighborhood, it was, we had some black owned businesses, and sometimes it was like, I want to support you, but I just can't, because I need to get it done. I need to get it done correctly, and I need to get it done on time, and I don't need you to tell me that you need money to buy supplies.
Right. And then what's funny is I know one of the more recent exchanges you had about shipping. You had some conflicts or some personal opinions about how some stuff was shipped. Same thing, like just got this in from Black Line. Most stores, I mean, now the box is open, it's not wrapped in plastic,
right?
But it could have been wrapped in bubble wrap. I would have been like, it's just fine. But he went the extra mile and put it in a big bag. It's the little stuff, man. The little stuff.
It's like I recently got a package from overseas, and it was a box of cigars, and each row of the cigars was wrapped in a plastic wrap. The box was in plastic wrap. That box was then in bubble wrap. That was vacuum in a bubble wrap box, vacuum sealed. I forgot to vacuum seal. I was like, yeah, this is all right. I mean, that box had been bouncing around for a couple of months, and it was still fine. So,
and and I remember I was talking to you. I was like, I don't like how it's floating around, but I knew once the cigars got there, they weren't going to be. It wasn't going to be an issue with them being cracked up or nothing. Because I know how they ship. So.
Yep. Oh, there's my main man, Pots and Pans, just popped up into the room. Cowboyism. What's up, baby? What's up, Cowboy? And when I get out to the loop, man, I'm gonna have to look you up, brother.
Man, we need to all get out there together, man.
Yeah, man, that would be a great time, man. I could just see myself hanging out with Cowboy, boy.
I can't speak to everybody in the chat. It's 90 people in here, but me and Lee Mac, I want to say we appreciate you guys, especially on such an impromptu thing. Shout out to the Double R Army. Shout out to the Lee Mac family. Shout out to the Busto family, Meet in the Middle family. All y'all, man. Y'all know that all of those, all what I just listed, we are all in it together. Black Line, Luxuries, we all provided. We are all joined in, man. So appreciate all you guys for tuning in for this review.
Yep. Hey, Love Bug, man. He say he calls sometimes some of these businesses 2-3 times and never call you back. You know, and that's how we have to learn how to be is professional. I got a listing once because I also sell real estate. And I was on the beach, maybe in Myrtle Beach on a Sunday. No, I wasn't. I was in Kansas City. That's where I was. And the lady called me. It was Sunday morning. I answered the phone. She said, man, you answered the phone. I said, well, yeah, you know, you called my business line. I'm going to answer the phone. She said, I can't tell you how many people I called and nobody called me back. So I got the listing just because I called back.
See?
Mm-hmm.
See? Let's see. Oh, I see. Man, it's moving quick. Ashhead Cigar Junkie, what's going on, family? Man, I just see he changed his name too, man.
Who's that?
Ashhead.
Oh,
shout out to my brother, man.
What is Ashhead now?
He cut out the Cigar Junkie.
Oh, he just Ashhead TV.
Ashhead, right. Man.
Everybody on TV these days. Mm-hmm. I ain't on TV.
What you So the leather is already that's why I said it was kind of real faint
in the beginning. So yeah, I missed the leather.
I'm getting wood now though.
I am getting that wood. I'm gonna say this is kind of like medium, mild side of medium right now, but the black pepper is kind of sticking around, long finish with that black pepper on my tongue.
Yep.
It's just kind of hanging around there, you know.
I think even though a quarter of a half inch in, you can already tell like this isn't gonna smoke like a regular Connecticut. It's just got
that retrohale though.
It's real nice, yeah.
That retrohale is nice, creamy,
toasty,
black pepper.
Yeah, I was getting cream too.
A little bit of sweetness to it. It's nice.
And so I can even still taste it now. So the creaminess I'm kind of equating with the not frosted flakes, but corn flakes. You know that natural cereal grain taste.
Corn sweetness.
That's what I'm tasting. That corn sweetness.
That's like that corn syrup sweetness.
Yep, it's really nice though. It's because I'm a big cereal guy, so I'm a fan of it.
It is nice. That sweetness is still there too. It's got little touches, some kind of floral in there with that sweetness as well.
Yep. Just picked it literally as you were saying it. It's green, but it's not bad.
Right. Now, the one thing I would have to be careful with this cigar is not to smoke it too fast, because I could see myself smoking it too fast. But now the good thing is, like, I want to talk about that. Like I said earlier, my mouth was dry. I was out there. I was cutting the grass. I was smoking that Supreme Leaf, and it tasted terrible to me. And I said, man, so I started drinking. I drank a bottle of mineral water, and I feel like refreshed. I'm like back to ground zero again, which is nice, you know?
Yep. I think I know what's gonna happen, because I know me and you talk. I think that's gonna have to sit for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I already thought that. I said, those Toros are gonna have to go to the back of the humidor for me for a while because I think they're going through a phase right now for me where it's just like I'm not really hitting me quite right. Jari X, what's going on, baby? Houston, Texas in the house. What's going on? Panda Hat, I see you, baby. What's the name of the cigar we smoking? We are smoking from the Black Star line out of Chicago, Chi-Town. I got some brothers out there in Chi-Town as well. It's called the Warwich. Shout out to all my brothers out in Chi-Town.
T-shirt guy said, what it do? Great to see you guys together. Always gonna be together, man. Always gonna be together. That is unspoken pact.
Hey, brother Robert, he said he can't smoke and work at the same time. And sometimes that is true. There's certain cigars that I need to pay attention to, So Ron said, "The hell with that."
I agree with you 100%. Now I can smoke and work, but some cigars are good and they're good where they're consistently good, but then like certain cigars, like you wouldn't want to smoke this for the first time while you out in the yard doing something where you can't pay attention.
No, because you're gonna miss a lot of it. And today was hot. I was sweating, and it was just, stuff flying all over the place. I was aggravated because the crabgrass is taking over my damn lawn, and my mind was somewhere else. So I was just like, whatever, Hey, Helms, hey, my brother, I got a brother Jay from the lounge. He worked for JB Hunt, and he smoke them up in the truck, man. He smoke them up, baby. So sometimes he'll get on the Zoom. He going down the road smoking. Somebody said, they let you smoke in the truck? He said, I don't know what they let me do or not, but this is what I'm doing.
Man. This is
and it's weird, Ron. Like I smoke and I love smoking, but I don't like the smell of the smoke afterwards, right? So for some reason, I've had that truck for 3 years now.
Yep.
I ain't even sat on the floorboard on the outside and smoked the cigar.
You just won't do it. I know that one picture you sent me, you were in the lawn chair, like probably 10 feet from it. Like
right. I just ain't in it. I'm like, man, I ain't smoking up my truck, and so at some point in his life, the guy that had it was a smoker, because I took out some panels, I found like ashes and stuff or whatever. Never smelled like smoke, but I just didn't want to get the smoke smell out. It might not be that bad because it's got leather seats and vinyl deck, so it's not a whole lot of soft surfaces.
Right.
But I just ain't giving it a try yet.
I tell you what, you got a nice looking truck. I'll tell you this.
Oh, thank you. It's nice looking. I sure wish it would work as well as it looks.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come around.
It's gonna come around. I think
you're being held off for some reason right now. There's some important stuff that you need to be around for, and I think that's what's going on.
I know that's a true fact because once the virus started, then I never really rushed it. But I think once we get it together, it's going to ride for a couple 300,000 miles before we really, get into some major work that's got to go to it. So I'm taking care of all the little stuff. So I'm happy about that. Yep. David Patterson, what's up, baby? Mike Rosas, what's happening?
Yeah, I'm in a good damn mood tonight, man.
Yeah, me too. Hey, Flame Johnson is in the house. What's going on, Flame, baby?
What did he say? Oh, he said, now look, I know Uncle Lee Mack and RonReal and Fred, they consider themselves cigar enthusiasts. I'm an aficionado.
He said, I'm an aficionado.
And not only that, I'm the top one in the world.
That's right. Hey, listen, Lee Mack 912, I told him everything that he know.
Man.
Yeah, man, that was funny, man. I like that.
Are you gonna be pairing anything at all later? Or
yeah, I'm thinking about something now. So, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna either do. I looked in the back of my cabinet. I got a little bit of old Rip Van Winkle, or I'm either gonna do some E.H. Taylor Seasoned Wood. I haven't drank any of this in a while, but I might lean towards the Seasoned Wood because it's got a very viscous mouthfeel.
Yeah,
and I think towards this second, third, when it starts ramping up a little bit, I think that's gonna be nice.
I got a couple of choices, but I got a bottle of Pinhook Rye. I'm feeling some rye tonight.
I was thinking rye too. I was looking at that Pikesville rye, but I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I got some Sagamore Spirit.
What you think of that? You've already had that as a Kappa XO. What'd you think about it?
Oh, I like the XO. XO is nice. I got to sip slow on that. Shout out to my brother Walter.
Shout out to Sir Walt.
Yeah, man. I got to sip slow on that, man.
But yeah, this is very good already.
I was hold on a second here. Man, somebody been doing too much drinking around here. We're gonna have to cut this out. All these damn bottles is halfway empty. All right. But yeah, I was reading an article about my brother Harry always told me about the Midwestern grain products, and I read an article about how they can create so many different bourbons, different people that take their product and create these different bourbons, and how some of them are very good and some of them are different than the others. So that's one of the things that Sagamore Spirit, I know they say that they source their stuff from MGP. So
that's and that's what I was gonna say. MGP is one of the main people in the country that's sourcing for people. Yeah, also,
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, they're based up in Indiana. So the problem is, so Cowboy, let me know in the chat if you still can't find that Yarbrough Brothers, and I got you on that. I've been drinking it. It's not bad, but you can just tell it's young. And but that's a very common thing. So, they're putting all their money into starting a distillery, and very rarely do you see somebody just coming out the woodwork with 10-year-old, 12-year-old age whiskey. So they have to, for it to be bourbon, it has to be at least 4 years. So it tastes pretty young. It's not bad, but you could just tell it hasn't sat in the barrel long enough to start taking on that oakiness. It starts giving it a little bit more depth.
Hold on a second. I got to grab a bottle up here.
Hey man, Jari, if I come down to Houston, that'll be a good trip because Mystical's down there too. Got a couple other people down in Houston as well, so that wouldn't be too far out the question. Hey,
listen, and Texas is a big state, but if I go to Texas, I got to go to San Antonio to see my brother O. So that's a must.
Nice, clean city too. San Antonio is nice.
I love San Antonio. When I was working, we went down and spent a lot of time at the Air Force Base, and I got out to a lot of them little mom and pop hole in the wall Mexican shops, bruh. Ooh-wee, talk about some good eating.
Man, I hate to say it already too, because but the regular draw is nice, but the retro is the star here.
Yeah.
So if you don't retro hell, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Retro hell or die, baby.
Retro hell or
die. Shout out to Robs and Smoking Lead. Appreciate that support, brother. Have either of you smoked the Opus X backwards? Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I'm going to be the bad guy on this.
I know you're going to speak for me, too. So
all this smoking the cigar backwards stuff, to me, I want y'all to say in the chat about this smoking, smoking cigars backwards. To me, it's just a gimmick. And I'm just not really wanting to be one that's on the train with the gimmick, that's just me.
And even looking at it I look at it from like a blending standpoint, right? So, and not necessarily saying that blenders do this, but I would think my thought process is when I become a blender and I'm laying leaves down, I'm doing the particular leaves for a particular reason, for you to get particular experiences at a certain point of that cigar. So if I made this Warwich and I want you to experience certain transitions and certain things happening, you turn around and smoke it backwards. It's not how I intended for it to be smoked.
Absolutely. We did an Ira Busto blend, and one of the things that we had to do exactly with that was the placement of the leaves and the direction of the leaves that we had put in it for a particular reason. And the cigar smoked exactly like we wanted it to smoke. I turn it around backwards, and when you make you usually get those stems up in the foot there, so you get a little bit of a bounce right up front.
Yep.
And then that's it. So I'm not smoking it backwards.
No, and so I mean, to not sound so hateful either, but like I said, if I see somebody in a B&M or something smoking it backwards, I'm not gonna say anything or slap it out of their hand. And then just like if I see somebody smoking something infused, that's their prerogative. That's what they want to do. I'm just choosing not to.
I'm just not doing it. I'm not on the train to do it. And I gotta say, I got sucked into smoking. I smoked a Padron backwards. But it was
Justin, he didn't pay to ask that question. Robert is always a supporter, man.
Rob's a supporter. He's our man. So don't get on Rob. He's all right,
Yeah, Rob's solid, man. He would have just asked that anyway, but
But me and Open Sex don't get along so good, so
See, now I can see that. He says he tries them a lot with infused cigars, and it changes them. I could see that.
Now I heard Kevin say, or somebody say, that with the infused cigar, it takes the infusion out. I would just be interested to see what happens Because I don't know if I believe that, but you know.
Man, yeah, I'm a whatever. Y'all know I'm not a big ring gauge cigar guy at all, but I told some people I was gonna smoke the Lunatic Torch in Mad Folk, which is a 70 ring gauge cigar. I smoked it the other day. Just wanted to experience it, see how consistent it was with the rest of the blends.
Right.
And I'm glad I smoked it, but it's nothing I will review on camera or anything like that. But it was a good cigar. So if you are a large ring gauge guy and you're looking for more options to smoke, that's one I would recommend.
I'm gonna steal your saying there, Ron. I need more killer, less filler. So
that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's what I need. All right, listen, I'm gonna pour something in my glass here. I'm gonna go with the Sagamore Spirit Rye because this feels like it needs a little something to go.
This is nice, man.
With the experience.
Yeah, I think this pairing is gonna elevate. This cigar is nice though.
Yeah. Hey, Jeeves, can you get me some ice? Oh, ain't no Jeeves here.
Mystical said this. He said if I'm smoking something backwards, that means I had too many cocktails.
Yeah, you absolutely did. Hey, Ron, you know what I'm looking for when I was out there in Missouri? I went to Holiday Brewery out in Western Missouri.
Okay.
So I got a bottle of the White Dog from there right off the still. So again, when you talk about companies that are young, they are an old company back from the 1800s, and they just restarted it. So all of their stock was like new, just a couple of years old or whatever, but they were barreling it up and waiting. So I'm waiting to see this stuff on the market. It might be on the market now, but I'm waiting to try that because it was a nice looking setup out there.
I'll tell you something too you might be interested in. So you know how you can buy the white, I know people that buy White Dog and stuff and they buy the little mini barrels.
Got one.
Yep. And then they'll do or I know some people, they pour wine in there for a few weeks, poured it out, and then tried all different kinds of experiments with it. See, there you go.
Yep, right there. And I'm gonna tell you what I put in this that really, really changed it. That whiskey, that American Black by Drake, was terrible. Absolutely
I was just about to say that Virginia Black, that was garbage. Garbage.
That shit was terrible, right? But I put it in that barrel.
It made
it about a couple of months. That's it right there. That's it right now, boy. But at first, right out, I said, this is just
marketing.
You buy in the club, you looking like a big dog, but that stuff was terrible. It was too young. It was way too young.
Smoke production is ramped up tremendously for me. That's nice. What I'm gonna have to practice. Yeah, this is a nice cigar.
Hey, John Lovell, he asked a good question. He said, what about smoking a cigar in half and having 2 cigars to smoke? And I'm gonna tell you, my uncle used to do that all the time. Him and his brother, they would cut a cigar in half and smoke half. I did it with a what was it, L40 I had the other week, Ron.
You didn't have a choice though.
Yeah, I messed around and I was doing something else and I broke the cigar. So then I cut it in half. So I ended up smoking both halves of the cigar, and both halves were good, but both halves were different.
Yep.
So I'm not really sure what that would give you in general, but it was definitely, it was just different. Hey, Pariah at 79 said, just like the Hennessy is terrible. We was talking about Hennessy the other day, right? So once your taste palette changes, then all of a sudden you change what you think. So when we was drinking Hennessy, and then we get one of my uncles that came out with the bottle of the VSOP, we say, oh man, the VSOP, that's the good stuff, right? I pour this in my glass now. I go, man, this is harsh.
Yep.
It's harsh.
I'm gonna tell people too, so brand that's very slept on if you're a big cognac drinker. Obviously, a lot of people know about Remy Martin 1738, but Pierre Ferrand is a very good company that's really overlooked.
Pierre Ferrand. Turn around to see if I had a bottle, but I don't.
Very, very good cognac.
Yep.
Yeah, this is right now. I feel like the strength for me is medium.
I still feel like it's medium. What about the pepper?
It's died off some too. It's still there, but nowhere close to as intense. I'm still getting the creaminess, still getting some wood. That creaminess is nice.
It's very nice. I see you do that retro hair like on command,
I'm trying to get the full experience.
Yeah, I don't. Hey, listen. Once you learn how to do that retrohale, it's just like it's nice. Now it's nice on this cigar, but I'm gonna ask you a question. What you think about this cigar for a beginning cigar smoker?
This is one of those cigars. I think depending on your background, like Eric would probably really like this cigar a lot, just with him being a big cigarette smoker in the past. Somebody that's really like, I wouldn't probably rush to give this to somebody like Terry or Prudence, somebody like that.
Yeah. I think
sometimes you get caught up in when the cigar, like you pick up the little subtleties and the nuances, and a lot of times when you're new, your palate's just not trained to really pick it up. You just know good or bad. You just know, oh, this is good or this is bad. So
right. Yeah, this is nice. I think it is definitely going to be a little too strong for some of the newbies. For me, it's medium, but for them, it may not be medium. I talked to my friend Consuelo. She's from Amos de Santiago. So she makes a cigar called the Fish. It's a little cigar, looks like a fish or whatever, right? She said, "Oh, it's not that strong or whatever." I was like, "Consuelo, this cigar knocked me on my ass," but to her it wasn't strong. She smokes a lot of cigars,
And that's, I'm glad you said that too. So even on my reviews, if I'm being completely authentic and honest with you guys, but that's just me. A cigar that may be medium might be medium to full or full for you, but you have to keep that in mind too. If you're smoking 1 or 2 cigars a week and I'm smoking 4 to 6 a day, the tolerance for nicotine and tobacco is going to be much higher for that person that's smoking more. It's the same thing with drinking. If I drink alcohol every day and a person that only drinks once every month or something, that person's going to get drunk or they're going to feel the effects a lot quicker. Same thing with tobacco.
Exactly. Whereas, the non-drinker is not going to pick up this 80 proof and just drink it straight. It's too strong. Whereas I am, and like I said, I don't want ice in my stuff. I don't want you to water it down.
Right. And this one I'm drinking now is bottled and bond. It's 100 proof.
Yeah, see, and I'll drink the 100 proof, sometimes 120 before I put an ice cube in it. I want to taste it and see what's going on,
And sometimes getting lit up ain't that bad when you got your good cigar and you ain't got nothing to do.
Makes the cigar taste a lot better sometimes.
I saw the one on the Meet in the Middle show when you did the pairing. It you could tell it like elevated it for you.
Even when I was drinking that bottle of wine that night, it was like, oh, that was all right. By the time you get through half a bottle of wine, it's like, okay.
Man, that was a good live. I was not planning on killing that bottle.
That was a good one. Definitely was a good one. Brother Jones said he don't drink, so he want to talk about coffee now.
Coffee's good.
Coffee is good. We do coffee. I even got into roasting my own coffee beans. So, I'm a little spoiled when it comes to coffee,
Yep. Shout out to Victor High Desert, man, too. He doesn't drink either. James at Black Line doesn't drink. Yep. So don't feel bad. It's a lot of cigar smokers that don't drink at all. So.
And listen, non-drinkers can hang out with the drinkers and smoke cigars. We have a good time. And I'm going to tell you that's facts. I hung out with James and whatever he was drinking, Diet Coke or Pepsi or whatever we had there, we had our drinks. We had a good time. I spent the whole weekend with Vic without him touching the drop. We had a good time. We even Vic and I even went back. They had an event called Bales and Ales where they had all kinds of beer and whiskey samplings and whatever. Had a good time, so it's all good.
And Spider, I agree, man. I used to be really, really big into bourbon. Now it's more so red wine. A good red wine. If you find the right red wine to pair with the cigar, like it's just.
Red wine is a very nice overlooked pairing when it comes to cigars.
Yes, it is.
It's overlooked. It's something about the tannins that are in there. It's not that sweet. That mouthfeel it gives you is just very, very nice. I like that,
Jake asked a good question. He said, can someone explain how cigars still get you buzzed if you don't inhale? You still have an oral cavity, so you're still soaking in through your and then when you retrohale through your nasal cavities, you're still taking the smoke inside, even though it's not directly in your lungs. You're still getting residual from your oral cavity.
But I can't tell you the last time I smoked a cigar and got buzzed from it
though. The last one that really threw me around was that La Bumba by Espinosa, which they're coming out with a new size, and it's a Figurado, which is nice. So I'll be looking forward to smoking that one.
And maybe for me, the thing is this, something like that La Bamba, I'll be like, I ain't smoking that. I ain't smoking it.
Or I got one, or they have to sit for a couple years and knock some of the edge off.
Right. That's what I did with the
Padron.
Not the Padron, that Drew Estate, that Feral Flying Pig.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Travis at Thunderbird Cigars too, man.
Shout out to Travis, big brother, good dude. Love
Good
you,
dude.
man.
Good,
Hey, Ron,
good guy.
somebody was asking about which Pierre Ferrand because they see a lot of them, you know.
Don't let me lie to you. Let me look that up real quick.
Yeah, hey, all right, that's cool. Hey, Jari X is a driver as well. You in Jersey? What part of Jersey? You know, that's my hometown. He say can't wait to get back home. Hey, where's home for you, brother? Derek Sabell said he don't drink alcohol. Ginger beer pairs well. I got an African sister that makes ginger beer, and let me tell you, ginger beer is another fantastic pairing. I like it. Now, there are times where I put a little booze in my ginger beer that makes it a lot better, but definitely ginger beer is a good one.
I'm a fan of the ginger beer and the mules as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This one.
Now, Bruce said that Jacob's Ladder kicks him in the head. Funny thing is, I've smoked the Jacob's Ladder. I like that. Same thing with the Punch Diablo, another one that's very strong that I smoked and I like. The Jacob's Ladder Brimstone, I kind of look at that and go, I don't know. So I haven't smoked the Brimstone.
I've had that blend in the Brimstone, the Figurado, and the Top Rung Lancero. They both are good, but that's one of the few videos I was like, if you smoke this cigar and you're not used to stronger cigars, make sure you got something to eat. I was referencing the Prudence the other day. She was talking about a particular cigar, and I just said, make sure you got a candy bar or something around you just in case you start feeling bad.
Right. Yeah, Jake Blake said he don't know how anybody could like ginger beer. Now, I'll tell you, today I was over at Costco, and I bought a bottle of like pureed ginger for like cooking or whatever. Like my wife says she don't like ginger that much either. I'm sneaking in everywhere. You know, I'm like, you say you don't like it, but I like it.
Somebody or Washington said cream soda. I like cream soda.
Yeah, cream soda was from my childhood. Was there a girlfriend attached to that? No, but I ain't drinking cream soda though, boy. That's like Mellow Yellow. You know, I had a girlfriend that liked Mellow Yellow, so I went through a period where I was drinking Mellow Yellow because she liked Mellow Yellow, and now it's like you can't get me to touch that thing with a 10-foot pole.
Nope. And even when I'm not a big soda drinker, so even when I do have one with a cigar, very rarely will I even finish a can. I usually take a few swigs just to get the taste, and then I'm pitching it. I don't really drink a lot of soda.
Yeah, I like a Coke with a cigar. If again, like you said, a strong cigar, get the sugar in there, kind of mellows things out a little bit. That's kind of nice too, you know.
Yep. That Pierre Ferrand is the Ombre Grand Cru. That's the one that I'm talking about. I think it's like a $50 bottle, maybe $60 depending on where you are.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, Jake, you say you like ginger candies and ginger ale, but not ginger beer. Now that's interesting. I don't know why, because, and again, like I say, I get my ginger beer from my sister. So I've tasted some of the other ones in bottles. I still think hers is the best. She has, you know, when they make it, sometimes I think it has pineapple juice in it. It's a little bit sweeter as well as spicy, you know.
Right. This performance on mine has been perfect.
Oh yeah,
perfect.
I got no complaints about the performance at all.
And this is coming from a guy that loves Lanceros, man. Like, give me this size right now over a Lancero.
Hey, listen, Corona, Lancero, two of my favorite sizes. I did that Cohiba Lancero the other day. Oh man,
I know I was jealous watching that, man.
Oh man, and it was one of the Cubans that stick did not have a problem with the issue. I didn't have to pull out the perfect draw. And it was aged right. Oh my goodness, that was a good damn cigar. I like that.
I was telling Unc, I was like, even before he gave the rating, when he was smoking it, I could tell he liked this. Sometimes, and a lot of you that have been watching it for a long time, you could tell when you start to get to know the person, notes that they're saying and the energy, you could tell if they like the cigar. Now I could tell instantly. I was like, yeah, he likes that one.
Yep. Hey, Mr. Washington, my wife's family is from Philly, but they got family out in Detroit. So when I was down at the on the base, I was shopping once and they had the Vernors, so I picked that up. So I got a 6-pack. So I've tried that as well. Definitely good. It's a stronger ginger ale, heavy on the ginger. So I like that, you know.
Yeah. This thing is still nice and creamy too.
Ginger beer is perfect with jerk. I like jerk too, but I gotta watch it because of the
heartburn.
No, the high blood pressure. There's a lot of salt.
Blood pressure.
Jerk.
Yeah.
James G said Black Star cigars, as in most Def and Talib Kweli. No.
No. I like both. I like them. I like Black Star, but no, this isn't related to that.
No. They're a group out of Chicago. If you just Google Black Star Line cigars, you'll find them.
I'll tell y'all another good Lancero. I see a lot of Lancero lovers in here. If you can find the El Huense Lancero, I reviewed the cigar in Cigar Madness, and I was expecting it to do a lot better. The flavors were there, but I was just having draw issues. But when the draw is on that Huense, and that's funny, that's another cigar that a lot of people don't know is produced. A lot of people don't know because they just assume that if it has Aganorsa on it, that's it. Aganorsa's tobacco, like Plasencia, is in a lot of stuff, man.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. What did Terrence say? They only keep 15% of what it is they grow.
Yep.
So the rest of that is going out to other cigar manufacturers. So their stuff is definitely in a lot of stuff.
Yep. Foundation uses it. If you're a big Warped fan, they use it. Illusion, HBC. The list goes on and on of people who use Aganorsa's tobacco.
Absolutely. Rodney Landers, what's going on, baby? Good to see you, man. Hey, Rodney, are we going to make it to Cigar Fest this year? My money still says no, but I haven't heard anything.
I think the rest of this year is a wash, to be honest.
I think it's done.
Yeah, the rest of the year is done.
Once they canceled the Big Smokes and some of those other things, I'm like, you know.
Because you got to think, even at the best case scenario, if this does die off in September, October, then you got flu season coming right back behind it, too.
Yep.
So, and people are still going to be scared.
Hey, nephew, we got Derek Bell in the house from Black Star Line. Shout out to you, Derek Bell. What's happening? We like what's going on over there with the Black Star Line cigars.
Shout out to you, D-Bell.
Yes, sir. Good to have you, man.
I have this is my 4th or 5th one, and it's been very consistent too. Very good draws, good performance on them, good flavor, good consistent blend. Y'all did a really good job on this one.
And you know, the funny thing is that I had not heard of Black Star Line, and you know who told me and hit me to that game on Black Star Line was Terrence.
Yeah, because he posted that picture. Well, I saw the post in the Aganorsa group, and there was a lot of cigars I never saw, like the Ciboney and stuff.
Ciboney is good too. I sent you that one of those. I know.
I ain't smoked it yet. That's probably gonna be on camera.
And that's an inexpensive cigar.
Yeah, I remember. Was it like $6 or $7?
I don't know. It's not expensive at all.
So this is, and then since we're speaking on price, mentioned this before. You can buy a 5-pack on Black Star Line website for $60. It's $12 cigar right now. I don't have any problem with the price. I feel like what I'm getting right now is I'm fine with it. You know, I don't feel like, man, it's $12.
Yeah, and listen, I don't mind a $12 cigar if the $12 cigar is worth it. And you got to understand that the smaller companies have to buy, and it costs them a little bit more than, say, General. It costs them a lot more than a little bit. It costs them a lot more than General and, those Altadis, those big companies that have the big buying power. So if you're going to support the small companies, whoever they are, then you have to, expect to pay a little bit more. I just put an order in. I think it was OM Cigars, brothers out of Union City, New Jersey, Dominican brother. That's my hometown. I'm back from, I know my Dominicans from up in Union City, so I'm there to support. So I had no problem with going over there and paying for the cigars,
Right. Smoking Preacher in the house. What's going on?
Rev, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. And Cowboy say he like a good Lancero as well.
Yeah, Cowboy, that El Huense Lancero is a very good one. I think you like that one.
I like that. I smoked the Saka, his Now Leave Me the Hell Alone. I did a review on it. I don't remember it, but I thought it was pretty decent as well.
Another one that's technically not Lancero-ish, but if you guys can find that Fuente and Yeho 888, good price point on it, good cigar too. I call that lineup the Opus X killer. Yeah, nice. Jerome, I did see the Warwick El Milagro sampler.
Nice. Somebody said try Dapper Cigars. I don't know if I tried Dapper or not.
You probably will have them because I know you're in Pravada, and I know I saw a few videos with Vic reviewing some Dapper cigars that I believe he got from there.
Yeah, let me see what it looked like. Let me see what the band looks like. I'll tell you and that's funny. You could look at a band and say, "Oh yeah, I remember that."
Hey Ron, what do you think about the Skinny Monster Frank? Ooh, man, it's been a long time since I had a Skinny Monster, but I do remember them. I don't remember them like being groundbreaking, but I remember them being good cigars though.
Yeah, I thought they were kind of average. Now I've got a box, the rest of a box of the Franks, not the Skinny Monsters, but and I mean I think every year, every 6 months, I pull out another one and go, yep, still ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Now
that happened to me with the Michael. The Michael, I bought that and I thought it was average at first, but then I got kind of beside myself. I found a signed box by Pete Johnson, a dress box. So I bought it, sat on it for a year, opened it up, smoked one, and was like, oh man, what the hell did I do? It just was flat, tasted like paper. So I started smoking and giving them away.
That's the way my Franks were. I bought the dress box, got caught into it, and I was like, whatever. Let's go back to Dapper for a second. So I did a review on the La Madrina. Great cigar. Great cigar. That was one I picked up in my local shop. I like it. And in the club, they did the Cubo, the Dapper Cubo. And that was another good cigar too. I think it was, maybe it's a Maduro and they have a lighter one as well. Another good cigar. So I can definitely agree on Dapper.
I have to try some Dappers because everything I've seen from Dapper, people have been speaking really highly about it.
That La Madrina is good. I actually went back and bought a 10-pack of those.
Oh, okay. So that's saying enough to me for you to go back and buy 10.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, did you see that place where they had egg? I told you about the egg rolls, didn't I?
Yeah, you told me about that. Yep.
Okay.
I've been giving egg rolls away. I still got them though, you know.
They smoking different?
Smoking about the same to me. Still pretty good. I like them still.
Okay. Price point was just, you couldn't beat the price on that thing. So I was like, all right.
Yep. Hey, MD Spider, I'm gonna put a link here, brother, for you where you can find the Black Star line cigars. Is bslcigars.net. bslcigars.net.
So D Bell just said all of our sticks, both the El Milagro and Warwich, is in Pravada Club.
Nice.
Just ordering the sample now, Pariah. You got a discount code for Neptune. What do you feel about the body on this thing too?
Body of it, it's kind of medium still. I still kind of medium, but I feel like the strength is picking up on it though.
I was gonna say the strength is creeping up a little bit too.
Yeah, it's creeping up. It's starting to pick up a lot more of that Dominican taste, that black Dominican pepper that's in there.
Still creamy for you?
I gotta see what the retro hail. This cream is dying off on some.
Make sure I do.
Yeah, retro hail is nice. Starting to pick up a little bit of a nuttiness to it. Hey, brother Robert, man, I'm spraying, brother. I got the flies, man. They heard you, brother.
Yeah. Let me see. One more thing, gentlemen. Between $9 and $12, what's the best flavor bomb?
Oof.
HVC 500, maybe.
Yeah. How much is HVC 500?
Like 10, 11. Probably that. If you can find anything Illusion.
Yep. You know one that I like that's very flavorful. It's Connecticut. Is the Antonio Connecticut.
Yes, the Oya de Nicaragua.
Yeah. I think that's a good flavorful cigar, and that's
the dark Corojo is good too.
Is it? Okay, nice.
Yes, I like what Oya de Nicaragua is doing for the most part. Like most of their cigars have been pretty solid.
Yeah, brother Robert, I'm gonna get them soon. I'm gonna have a trick for their ass, boy. They're gonna come flying up here. It's gonna be like, I can't get in.
Yeah, I would agree though. Body's still about the same. Strength is probably, I would say, on the strongest part of medium, lowest side of medium to full is what I'm getting right now. Still not uncomfortable, but you can tell it's there.
It's very nice. Let's see. 53 minutes. So we've been smoking this about an hour, so it ain't bad.
Wait, how far are you in?
I'm about right
about
here.
The same. Looks like we're about the same.
Yeah, you know, one of the things that Flame
the problem
taught me
is the problem with Pariah saying the HVC Black Friday. The problem is finding them though.
Right now, that's a good one if you could find it. I'm talking about stuff that you could find.
Yeah, the 2019 is a top cigar for me too.
I'm gonna tell you that Illusion's Rothschild, the Rothschild.
Yep.
That's another flavor bomb. That's like $4 or $5.
Yeah, and Black Lion is. I don't know how. I haven't talked to James, but I know he put up a sampler with the Illusion Rothschild involved in.
That's a good cigar.
That's gonna be subjective to me and Lee make both. Justice said flavor bomb equals Padron.
No, I mean, I'm not. You know what? I was listening to my man Rich Rebuilds today, and he was talking about Teslas, right? And he says everybody thinks that he has Tesla hate. He says they remember what they think I said, not what I said.
Right.
So nobody ever hears what I say good about Padron, just that I don't feel like I'm paying the price for a Padron, you know?
I'm getting pretty far down. Y'all gonna excuse me, man. We're gonna have to get this marriage together.
Oh, all right. We might have to do that. All right, I'm ready.
Smoke is nice and dense now.
I ain't no expert at this, so I'm gonna follow you.
Me neither, man. Me neither. Shout out to Puro Maduro, man.
I'm gonna follow you and see what you do.
Let that hang around for a little bit.
Okay.
That's just sitting in there lovely too. That's just sitting on top of it.
Look at that. It's just sitting there. And the first time I did it, I choked on the smoke. I went to drink it. It's not moving.
That's good. Creamy. Got the sweetness in there still. This a winner here. And y'all can't see it because I ain't got the quality yet. I'm still working on getting the 4K, but this has some nice legs on it, man. Nice. They still running down.
See, I'm still learning. So, hey, once I learn, hey, mine got some pretty good legs there too.
Nice legs. That's some really nice legs on this.
So what does that mean when you got the legs on it?
Most of the time you're older. So when you're looking at the legs, the younger it is, the faster they're gonna roll down.
Got it.
When it has more age on it, it'll just be kind of creeping on down. They just sit there and stick on that glass. That's how you can tell if it got some decent age to it.
Nice.
Smoking glass, but that's right, Cowboy. That's how I knew me and Cowboy were gonna be all right too, man. Because I know he referenced he said he'd been doing it too, called the smoking glass.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? And I got to give my boy Cowboy some props. If y'all ain't watched Cowboy Isms, you got to go over there and check out his channel on YouTube. I put on Cowboy, and I feel like I don't want to listen to myself when I'm doing a review, and people will say, I like just sitting there and listening to you talk when you're smoking whatever. That's what I do with Cowboy. I put him on. I'm smoking a cigar. His last review he did, I was like, damn, it's over already? Because I like his spit. I like what he be talking about. He just cool. He's like, I'm gonna come on out here and just, I'm gonna smoke me a cigar and this what's going on. It's just like sitting at the lounge with somebody. I love that.
That's what I was gonna say. He's the epitome of a person you want to sit at the lounge and talk with. And you could just tell, like I've told you guys all the time too, you could just tell immediately when a person is authentic and being themselves.
Oh yeah.
And that's completely him, man.
Because Cowboy see, first of all, I don't think Cowboy is gonna smoke a cigar that's going to be an ass cigar anyway from the beginning. He ain't going to smoke no crap like that.
Right.
So most of the stuff he smokes is something that he likes, he like or whatever. He's going to tell you about it. He's just sitting in his yard, smoking the cigar, talking about what's going on. And I like that.
That's it. SB, we can do that. We can do a live. He said we need some more bourbon content. I could do that. Bourbon, rum, scotch.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Pariah said, I like pretty legs. Me too.
Yes. If you're just getting into Padrones, I love the 3000 of the 1000 series and the the Padron 64 Exclusivo. Like a 52 ring gauge. You can get them for $12, $13. I think that's a great.
And see, that ain't bad. No, that ain't bad. The thing I hate that my lounge doesn't carry the 1000 series because I probably smoke a lot more of those.
I like that 3000. It's still a very good cigar. Good price point until I think they're around $7.
Jerome Crawford said he got his order in. Black Star Line. Appreciate the support, brother. Looking forward to it. I like that.
Pariah, man. Oh man. Well, I ain't gonna say too much though, because I feel like so that comes back to still knowing your lane and knowing who you are. So in my reviews, my formal reviews, I feel like I'm pretty straightforward. I just give you information and kind of get up out of there. But I know me, man. So I'm not Lee Mack. I don't have the knowledge or the stories or the wisdom to be able to give you guys. So I'm not gonna sit there and bullshit it. You know, I'm reviewing cigars. I'm gonna come on out of there. If I want to listen to some stories or get some wisdom, y'all already know who I'm listening to. So, but you know, everybody has their own lane and everybody has their own preferences. Some viewers don't want to hear that stuff. Some people just want to hear straight information.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, go ahead, Lee.
No, go ahead, Dip.
Now that's what I was gonna say too. So that's where you become successful when you try not. I know I said when I started my channel, I wanted to reach a more wider audience, but at the same time, I still didn't want to compromise who I was.
Right.
For the sake of gaining subscribers or getting views. That was never a mission of mine. So I think that's where a lot of people run into problems. They just try to cover too many bases, especially without knowing. You just got to know who you are and be comfortable with who you are, man.
And you know, that's one thing I told you. I've told some of the other cigar reviews that have started. I'm like, just be yourself. Just be who you are. You can't be somebody else. I can never be Cigar Vixen. Never. Because I don't have what she has. So therefore I can't be her. I can do a review. I could do a review and use her exact words and nobody will watch it.
Right.
I could do a cigar obsession video just like he does it. Nobody will watch it because it's like, that's not it. But in my coming up, I toyed around with it. And that's what you have to do. You have to play around with it. You got to play around with longer videos, shorter videos, see what your audience wants to watch. There was one time I did a 5-minute video of everything I did. I cut out all the talking and just put all cigar stuff, right? Then I did the long 25-minute video. And what I found was the people that were watching me was like, oh, I watched the 5-minute video, but then I watched the 25-minute video because I missed all the stories. You know, I didn't want to miss that.
Well, I feel like you're at that point now too. Even for me, if I watched a review of yours and it was 5 or 6 minutes, I know sometimes you do unboxings and stuff, and that's different. But
right.
To watch like a Cohiba Lancero review from you in 5 or 6 minutes, I feel like for me, I would be not getting the full experience of what I've grown accustomed to too. So
right. And then with the beginner series videos, I try to make them a little bit shorter because I'm trying to give out information to the beginners. So I want you to be able to get like all of this, you know, everything that you are trying to learn, the things that you might have questions on. I'm trying to give you some information. So I don't want to bombard you with a whole lot of other stuff. I'm like, just make that a little bit shorter, you know?
Right. It does. I like what Helm says too. If you don't become yourself, it becomes a job. It's a lot of people out there I watch, and you could just tell it's a damn job.
It's a job. Yeah.
It's sad. Shit is sad, man.
We talked about that with Ron and I. So we talk every day about something, and we talked about sponsorships and how sponsorships sometimes can be it can be a burden because if I've got a sponsorship, say like from Hoya de Nicaragua, and I got to do all these Hoya de Nicaragua cigars. Well, you know, Ron knows some days you come out there, you might pick out some cigars and say, I'm gonna smoke these cigars. Then when it comes to smoke it, you say, I don't really want to smoke that cigar. I'm not feeling that right now. So now I got to smoke it because I got a sponsorship. I don't want to have to do that. That's why.
Then you got to upsell the shit.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. You know, it's like when I started out, I bought all my cigars. And it's funny, people say, oh, you're just doing cigar reviews so people send you free cigars. I'm like, no, I paid for this cigar, you know?
I'm doing all this damn work to get 10 cigars a month.
Right. That's not it. I want to smoke what I like or what I'm interested in. This was a cigar I was interested in. So I said, let me get it. We've been loving what HVC is doing. I said, I want to get the hotcakes because that's a new HVC. Let me see what they're doing. Now, I hope they're good. Now, if they're not, oh, well, you know.
I just think it's just crazy too. So for me, with me dealing with, I just have one sponsor now, and as far as I'm concerned, one is enough. I don't want a Padron. I don't want any sponsorships from any brands for that particular reason. So it's nice to have the Black Line luxury sponsorship. They're just a brick and mortar. They do online. I never feel pressure to push a certain cigar. I never feel pressure to push a brand. James gives me complete creative control and complete freedom. Like he just opened the gates and is like, run and do whatever you want to do. And it's great. So
now I will tell you that we started out with iRobusto. I got to say iRobusto because when I do my voice to text thing, it goes iRobusto. What the hell who is Ira? And I'm like, no, iRobusto. When we started with 1502, and they were a major sponsor. They sponsored us for several years, and they gave us lots of free cigars that we gave out. and gave away. I still got a few boxes of those cigars up there. But the difference was we love those cigars still. Yeah, I don't even know if Brother Harry is still in here. I turned a lot of people on to 1502. He said, man, you turned me on to these cigars. They really are good cigars.
They
now,
are.
when you go like 1502, Dominican Big Leaguer, another company that I will say the owner makes the difference. So when I talk to both of those guys, when I talk to Enrique, I said, well, Enrique, how do you know when the cigar is ready? He said, you don't know. It's ready when it's ready. And I can't release it until it's ready. You know, he did that 18-year-old XO. I said, how do you get a tobacco that's 18 years old that tastes like anything? And he explained it to me, you know, how it was fermented and, you know, all this other stuff. So when you have a passionate owner that's not just trying to put out something with somebody's name on it, with a you know, celebrity name on it or something like that, they have the time and the money and the love of the game to be able to give you only good stuff. And that every time I pick up a 1502, I go, damn, this is still a good cigar.
It is a good cigar. Good company too. Very good company. So
hey, Pariah mentioned Dr. Joe. He said we need to get APB on Dr. Joe. I don't, a lot of stories I heard about Dr. Joe, for everything from he's still alive to he had some medical issues and couldn't smoke anymore. I heard from a pretty good source that he sold off his entire collection and it doesn't do it anymore, to, you know, the rumor that he's dead. But I don't know, but I love Dr. Joe. He was my Cuban go-to guy. You know, I loved what he was doing with that, you know.
And Piero Maduro, he's another one that somebody was asking about earlier.
Yep, he's still around, but he just doesn't do videos.
Right. He just once he started feeling a little bit of the pressure from the demonetization, that's what he did it, because he's, you know, he still has his website where he sells his shirts and stuff like that. But he said once the money left, he was like, I don't want to do it. And I gotta respect him because he's being honest.
Yep. Yeah, and Mystical, I agree with you. That 1502 XO was an excellent cigar. And we caught some great sales on that up here locally. For some reason, they were clearing them out, and it was like, oh my God, you're clearing out the XO? Oh yeah, give me several boxes of those.
Yeah, that's a good cigar. So easily, I know Charles Wallingford is a big 1502 XO fan too. So shout out to Charles Wallingford. I don't know if he's in here or not, but yeah, another good reviewer.
Yeah, Pariah, I heard the whole collection was going, and you know he had some stuff. He had those rare cigars. I just like those jars that he would get, and man, he had a lot of stuff. But again, you know, he shows you what the difference is between content and what we talk about, like the filmmaking and all that stuff or whatever. Yep. He was in his basement. You can hear the boiler click on when it clicked on or whatever. It was nothing fancy at all, you know.
And so I think a lot. That's why I've said that before too. So you know, most of my reviews are recorded in 4K and stuff, which is nice. It's great, but you have to have a little bit of both of them. You have to have some quality content, and then the person has to be relatable too. I think a lot of people get so caught up in thinking that, oh, I got these thousands of dollars worth of cameras and lights and stuff. If the person is still not relatable or still boring, it's still not gonna work out.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You know, I think just about every other day, every 2-3 days, Ron and I will send somebody like, oh, here's another channel. Here's another cigar review channel. Here's another one.
Yep. So the creaminess is gone for me on this one too. I'm still getting the cornflake taste, but the creaminess is kind of taken away from the sweetness of it.
See, mine is still kind of creamy, but it's definitely that Nicaraguan is kind of stepped up to the forefront. It's kind of bouncing on bitter right now because it's starting to get hot. I'm down to the end, right? You know, getting close to the end, so it's starting to pick up a little bit of the bitterness.
That's why I said I hadn't gotten any bitterness yet. The strength is still on that low side of medium to full, but I could just still feel it like slowly creeping.
Yeah, Matt Mitchell said they don't have any 1502s out his way.
Yeah, they don't sell a lot of stuff here locally in Memphis. No 1502, no Aladino, no HVC, pretty much no Illusion. Like a lot of the stuff I like, I can't get it here locally neither, but it's great because, you know, sponsor carries all that stuff too. And then he's great price, quick shipping, you know.
Right.
I know that's another thing too. So the abroad shipping has been affected, but so has the domestic shipping too. So just keep that in mind when you're ordering stuff. I know sometimes you might be able to get stuff in 2 days. It might take 4 or 5 days. Just be practical about stuff, man. Don't, you know, just be understanding about some stuff. I know, speaking from James on a personal experience, I've mentioned it in some live streams before. the one-man show right now, man. So as the company's growing and getting bigger, he's still the only one filling orders, shipping them, boxing them and stuff. So it's just like just be patient with him.
Does James carry 1502?
Not that I know
of. All right, good, because I didn't want to step on his toes. I'm gonna put a link in here to a good sampler from Cigars Daily. They got the entire line: the Nicaragua, the Emerald, the Ruby, the Black Gold, and the Blue Sapphire. Is 5 cigars, $31.99, and that's a good price and a good introduction to the 1502 line.
Shout out to Tim Swanson too. It's Cigars
Yep.
Daily,
So
man.
I'm gonna drop that in the link. I'm gonna drop that link in here as well.
I want to talk. We got enough people in here that this is an interesting topic. So I know people have commented towards me, and I know people have commented towards you. They said, "Man, you guys don't have a problem shouting out other channels. Why do you think some of these other channels don't shout out other channels that are doing good work or providing a good quality service to the community?" What's your take on it?
It's their personality, right? So when you are, first of all, I've passed my 40s, and I always say the 40s is an interesting time of life because you get to that self-actualization phase of your life where you don't really care about what people think about you or say about you, and you don't mind sharing, right?
Right.
So anybody that's out here, like we talk about the other people, Cigar Head Fred is in here. He's got a channel.
Smoking Preacher.
We talk about Cigar Prop, Cigar Session, Cigar Vixen. Some of these are small channels, right? So I probably have talked to everybody and said, all right, let me give you my best advice for you. Now go do what you do. I want you to do well. I'm not going to be here forever. I might decide tomorrow that, you know what, that's enough. I don't want to do cigar reviews no more. Then somebody else has to do it, but we want you to do it well. So I don't have a problem with shouting out other people because I want to see their channel grow just like my channel grew. When I started, nobody was on my side. You know, it was like there were none of the, I'm going to tell you, I'll take that back. Tim Swanson and Bradley Reef, they used to do their TNT cigar reviews. They were the ones that gave me a big shout out and a big bump. They said, this is the guy that we watch. We love watching Lee Mac 912. I can call either one of those guys right now and they're, hey man, what's going on? How you doing, man? How's everything going? So real people, you know, and it was just interesting to me that both of those guys are ministers or were ministers at some point in the back. So that in order to be a minister, a true minister, you have to have a love for people. So how am I going to love my brother when I see him over there struggling, trying to do something, and I know the answer, and I'm not going to tell him the answer? I got the answer. So why am I going to make you struggle? You might struggle with something else, but why struggle with that? So,
or if you see another channel that's providing good quality content, like I don't care. Like if the channel's got 20 subs or 20,000, if I watch it or I'm paying attention to it, I'll just say it, you know? Like,
yep. And Prudence said it's the crab in the barrel mentality. It absolutely is. And we talk about it like we talk about Stogie Kennedy, Cigar Kennedy. What's his name?
Yep, TK.
And he puts out great content. And I say all the time, I don't know why he doesn't have more subscribers.
Very knowledgeable dude.
Very knowledgeable. So that's who I want to watch. I want to watch this guy that's there. He's went around to a lot of different lounges, talked to a lot of different people. He opened up his own lounge. It's like, yeah, that's cool. I like the brother, you know?
I'll tell you what's been really a humbling experience for me too. So starting cigar smoking in 2015 and then watching Lee Mac, watching Stogie TV, watching Stogie Palace, Charles Wallingford, Puro Maduro, all these guys. And then to turn around now and just have a working relationship with my favorite reviewer, have a very good relationship with a lot of good people in the community. It's been really, really humbling, man, to see how everything has been shaken out. So,
two things. I want to go back. Nasser, my brother, he wants to know if we know any sites that ship internationally. I believe Black Lion Luxury was shipping internationally.
They will. I know he's been doing some stuff for Canada. I know some people in the UK have reached out to him. I don't know for sure if he's mailed anything to anybody in Europe or not. But you can always reach out to him, man. James is floating around in the chat. Y'all can talk to him. He's just like me and Lee Mac, dude. He's just a normal guy that just runs a brick and mortar in the online shop. It's nothing Hollywood about him. He's just a regular dude, man.
And brother Helms, you say it sounds just like the trucking industry. It's exactly like the trucking industry. When you go, I had some brothers that I grew up with on the same street, ate in their same house, wore their damn clothes. They wore my clothes. got a beating from their mother at the house when we got in trouble. And I said, look, I'm trying to learn some stuff with this trucking, you know, I want to see if I can get a license. Can you help me out? Yeah, I can help you out. And then I'm telling you, it was a day I had my bag packed, ready to go. And you coming my way, you coming up 95. I'm right off 95. I hop in the truck. I won't cause no trouble. I just need a little help.
Yep.
Then come the excuses. Oh man, well, you know, this ain't my truck. Well, you know, man, my this, that, and the next. So it's like, come on, man.
And with my dad used to tell me, your word is your bond, man.
And see, and then on the other side, I've offered to people. I said, look, I got equipment. You trying to learn something? I'll help you with whatever it is that you need to learn. I'll help you, right? How many people you think have reached back out and said, all right, I'm ready to take you up on your offer?
So I said, it's a lot of this.
Yep.
A lot of that.
Yep.
Fred made a comment. He said, what was it? No, I thought I just missed it. Oh, he said Cigar Artistry has a great channel as well. I do agree with that. Lee Mack has heard me talk about Gerald at Cigar Artistry. I speak really highly of him. I like what he does. And often when people are starting behind me, you guys know a big pet peeve of mine is people have their videos, they're just way too long. And I always refer them to Gerald because I feel like for that sub 10-minute video, Gerald is the best. Yeah. As far as just giving you flat information, and Gerald, you could just tell Gerald is an older guy. He knows who he is. He knows what he's got going on. He's comfortable in his skin. He's gonna give you what he's got. He's not trying to do what everybody else is doing. He's staying in his lane. Yep. I think that's why he's found some success. So shout out to Cigar Artistry too. Y'all check him out if y'all haven't.
Yep. My brother O said personality means the most. Showing love comes from the character of the person and not personal gain. Each one teach one. So I'm gonna tell you, you learn things as you grow up, right? So when I grew up, my dad was a truck driver. Sometimes he had a truck, most of the times he didn't have a truck, but a lot of his friends had trucks. And so I've seen people come to my father, come to the house there. So the other part of their problem was they were all alcoholics. So that was the problem. So they might got a load going somewhere and then they get hung up in the card game. They got to go. They come by the house, they drunk. They got the truck is loaded. I can't drive. I need somebody to get the drunk to drive the truck. I seen my father get out of the bed 3 o'clock in the morning to go drive this guy's truck, to go take him and deliver the load and come back. So when you see and you learn that from a young age, you understand what it is to help people. Right. It's just help people. And I've seen people that would come by, and where I came from, I could be in my neighborhood working on my car and the guy would come by and say, hey, what you doing, man? I'm putting brakes on. I'm having a problem with this spring, whatever. Oh, come here. Let me help you out. Let me help you out. You know, all right, man, what you want? You know, I don't want nothing. I just want to help you out. But let me give you a couple of dollars or whatever, you know? So you learn that. Yeah, you learn that. And that's like ingrained in you. So when it comes to the people that I know and the people that need help, hey, I'm right there. I'm never, I'd be at work with a shirt and tie on or whatever. Somebody needs some help or whatever. So I got some clothes in the car. Let me take off my shirt and I'll change into my shorts and I'll be right there after work. I'll give you a hand.
And that's for me. That's why I've always referred to you, even just speaking on cigar review channels, like that's why I refer to you as the go-to, because it's just like anybody that's starting a channel, like I said, we are seeing channels all the time. Lee is always reaching out. And like you said, he'll always offer a helping hand. Whether you decide to take the help or not is on you, but he's always made himself accessible. A lot of these bigger channels don't make themselves accessible. Now, can't knock that because I know people have different schedules and stuff they got going on, and time is money to a lot of people, which I understand it too. But I gotta give credit to him because he always will make time for not only just me or just I've seen him reach out to Fred, Alex, whoever, man. So I try to model myself like that too, you know. So
and the thing is too, my grandmother always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So if you're not going to help somebody, then don't say nothing, you know. Right. And listen, are there channels out there that I don't like, that I don't quite like what they're doing? Yeah, there are. Do I watch them? No. But that's just me. You know, now if you call me and you ask me, you say, hey, listen, what do you think about something? Well, I can give you some advice. You don't have to take it, but, you know, that's it, you know.
You stopped me from doing a couple things in the past that probably would have been done, but.
And vice versa. and vice versa. So it goes two different ways. And then there's also the case where we were going to do something and I say, Ron, you shouldn't do that. You're like, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. All right, cool. So like, and vice versa. And, and the thing is, you don't take it personal. You say, all right, well, he got to do what he's got to do,
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, speaking for just our relationship, the love is there mutually, and it's just like we agree on a lot of stuff. We disagree on stuff too, but we just live to talk another day. We just talk it out, and it's like I might do something that you had given me different advice on, and you'll hear it and be like, okay, that's cool, Like, all right.
Yeah, I rarely write people off. I try not to. But every once in a while, I do. I had a case recently where I got to write this brother off.
Yeah, he deserved that one though.
Yeah, you ain't really out for nobody but self. And okay, you're right. I'm never one that's gonna do something for you and then say this is what I did for you, right?
Right.
But don't forget what I did for you. You know what I'm saying? When I'm asking for a favor, don't forget what I did for you. I don't want to have to bring it up.
Right.
And then you're gonna get mad because I bring it up. Oh well, shit! Look, you sound like you forgot.
Right.
Don't get me. I'm bad all over again.
Yeah, you on fire the other day. Man,
I was hot, boy. I was hot, baby.
I said, man, I said that's one of the times I can say. I said, man, yeah, Lee was hot.
My cousin was in there. I know he was like, man, I ain't never heard my cousin cuss so much.
Man, but I tell all you guys this too in the chat too. Take advantage of all this stuff because a lot of you that have been smoking a lot longer than me, that have been a part of the cigar community a lot longer than me, you guys see the stuff like this. Like 4 or 5 years ago when I started smoking, you never saw stuff like this. No. You didn't see the collaborations. You didn't see the love. You didn't see Zoom calls where we're allowing people to come in. And you just take advantage of all this stuff too, man. Because like I said, it's cliche, but it is. It's like a family in here. I feel like a lot of people that's commenting here, I see you guys all the time. We talk offline on Instagram or email or whatever. A lot of you have my personal phone number. So, take advantage of all this stuff, man.
Shout out to my brother Rock from Philly. Rock will say to me, he remind me all the time, he said, Mac, we all we got, man. And I said, you're right, brother. You are right.
Yep. Starting to get a little bitter on me too, but I'm at this point, I've gotten full enjoyment out of it.
Listen, I got my $12 worth out of this a few inches ago. So, I'm doing all right.
I told I'm in code. We're not speaking in code anymore. So it's Lee and Ron both saying this is a good cigar. Go try.
Yeah, it's a good cigar. I like it. I say if you get a chance, go on up there and support the brothers and smoke the cigar. I'm not going to put you on no crap. That's just not how I'm going to do. I had a shout out to my brother Lee Hill, Kansas City. Shout out to Aaron Brooks, #1 brother out there in Kansas City. We talk about good brothers. Those two good brothers that came to my aid when I was looking for help. And I'm telling you, when I say roll up the sleeves, the brothers came and rolled up the sleeves to help me out, So, right. It is nothing that I could never not do for those two brothers right there. My brother Harry, my brother Sid Rogers. I got a lot of people. My sister Tracy, a lot of people that like
shout out to Terry.
Yeah, brother Terry. Hey, you just can't listen. You can't buy good friends like that, is what I'm saying. And I don't count a whole lot of friends, but you just can't buy good friends like that. And they are very important people in your life. If you find that you don't have no friends, then something must be wrong with you. That's what I say.
And I mean, one of the highlights for me, even in just being a cigar reviewer or just getting in the community, we've always been cool. But since I started the channel, we've obviously gotten closer. And I've even referenced that in a few lives before. I was like, it's to the point now, if I decided to stop my channel, me and Lee are still cool forever. So
oh, yeah.
If anything, if all else fails, I got closer with Lee. I got really cool with all of you guys. So it's been a win for me, period.
Hey, listen, I tell you, it ain't a week that don't go by that I don't look at the load board and try to see if I see something that's going out through Memphis because I'm coming that way. So,
hey. The door is always open for you.
Yes,
always.
sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely.
And I'll be up that way. Even with all this stuff going on, I'm still planning on being that way late November, early December.
Mm-hmm. Hey, yeah, I'll be here. You know where I'm at. Hey, Derek Bell, we appreciate you stopping by, brother. He said, thank you very much for the review. Definitely we are happy to support our brothers. We are happy to support the brothers that are doing a good thing, that put out a good product. I say keep doing the same thing that you've been doing. The word on the street out here, Black Star line is good. If my nephew say the rest of the line is good, that's good enough for me. And that's the way we do. I'll go and I'll say, Ron, you like it? Is it good? He'll say, it was all right. But if he says it's good, I don't even question it. I just go order up.
Yep. That's like very, very few, and it's becoming slimmer and slimmer. Very few times I recommend or I say something's good, and I'll talk to Lee, and he's like, it's all right. It's
Right.
becoming more and more now where we like different things, but like I mentioned it before, me and Lee agree on a cigar. That's probably one you need to go pick up. So, and another thing too, I want to start talk about Black Star about. I know this might get a little flack or whatever, but man, you can just tell. I can just tell from just the cigars they're putting out that those are real cigar enthusiasts.
Right.
There ain't no damn 70 and 80 ring gauge cigars, no gimmicky stuff. A 6x46 to me, that's a red flag or a green flag for me. Like, all right, okay, like
yeah, that says
could have easily made a I don't know, a 7x70 or something. You know, just you know.
I mean, you know, there was another one of these companies that Black owned, and they had a lot of big ring gauge cigars. My brother Lee sent me out some, and I smoked it. I said, "Well, Lee, I don't know about this one, man." You know, so when I tell you about it, it's gonna be something good. And and the thing is this too, you got to listen to what I'm telling you, right? So when I'm saying you need to go get that cigar, you probably need to go get it if it fits your wheelhouse. Now, if I'm telling you about a Connecticut, you don't like mild Connecticut's, then don't get that one. But if it's in your wheelhouse and I'm saying this cigar is all right, then you need to go get it. Like we did with those Supreme Leaf Robustos.
Yep.
When they were out, I told all my close people first and up front, hey man, you might want to check this out. That's it. Shout out to my brother Ak, when he said he went out there, James took care of him. And you know where they at? I put Ak on several places. He got him 6 boxes. I said, he said, I'm stocked up now. I said, all right, you good, brother.
He good now. And I was gonna say, speaking of Connecticut's, this is a very good one, but this isn't like your grandfather's Connecticut. This got a little strength to it. It's got some flavor intensity to it. This is if you are a medium to full bodied smoker and you say, hey, ain't really no Connecticut guy, still try this one. I think this has a spot in the humidor for you. Absolutely.
So I know we got a lot of folks over here that are your folks or whatever. I'm gonna say, hey, listen, come over and check out Lee Mac 912 on YouTube. Definitely. Check out RonReal. We already here, so you know where Ron is. If you haven't been over to his channel, go over there and subscribe. It ain't gonna hurt you to subscribe. It still amazes me that 60% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribers. So if everybody watched and subscribed, we could really do some big numbers, but that's not why I'm there. I don't really care about the numbers, you know, but you know, if you're going to show support, I don't care if it's me, if it's Ron, whoever your favorite cigar reviewer is, subscribe to them and click the bell so you know when they're on. It's always funny to me as well when people will say, oh man, I'm glad to see you back. You haven't been doing reviews. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
I don't get started on that stuff.
Yeah.
or another thing too, man. Watch the whole review before you make some kind of comment, man. Because a lot of times, if you give the review a chance, and then if you don't hear a particular information or anything given to you, then ask the question.
Right.
Run into that a couple of times. People will say something. I'm like, the information's in the video. You know, just watch the video.
Hey, Matt Mitchell says, Ron is very impressive to be a young brother, his knowledge of cigars and drinks. And I agree with that. And that's one of the reasons why I started watching Ron, was because I learned a lot from Ron. There's a lot that he knows, and especially when it comes to the drink. A lot of stuff I don't know. I'm just drinking. You know, Ron knows more about what's going on. And it's like, man, I can learn a lot. And his palate is very good. That's what I like about some of the young brothers. You know, Fred, good palate over there. So it's like, I like for y'all brothers when you're out there and you can really speak with intelligence. You know, anybody can smoke a cigar and say, tastes like smoke. Yep, I've been smoking it for 10 hours now. You know, anybody can say that, but what are you telling me about it? I need you to tell me what the cigar tastes like. What's the strength? What's the body? How's the construction? Should I go buy this damn cigar? Because we talk about it all the time. There's some cigar reviews, when you get to the end of it, you say, I don't know if they like the cigar or if they don't like the cigar. I don't know.
And it just goes back to what I say too. It could be unpopular too, but this is just a real opinion. So you have your cigar reviewers and cigar smokers. Now I know we use the term cigar reviewer very loosely, but if you were going to classify yourself as a reviewer, there's some things that you can't be in the NBA and not know how to, you know. Now some people are better at things but you should know how to dribble, play defense, have a decent shot. So to be a reviewer, I don't want to hear a review and you're just like, the cigar is good or bad. Give me some flavor notes. Let me know some strength. Give me some, to be a reviewer, retro hell, give me the full experience. Let me know everything.
And I also hate when I hear this. Well, I don't know anything about the cigar, but if you want to find out, click the link in the description. It's like, no, man, that's why I'm watching you.
What's the point of watching you?
Do a little work and let me know what's going on with it.
And so I will say this, for that fact, I blame the viewers. I'm a viewer still too. I blame myself and I blame all of us. And that's why I said very early on, if you like that person, hold them accountable. Make them, you have to make them accountable to make them better.
Right.
Make them better. If you see some bullshit or something, call it out. Or be like, man, I think you should have took more time on this. Call it out. Don't just sit there and just every video is not going to be good.
Exactly. Hey, Dave M say, do y'all's wife know how much you spend on cigars? Mine would probably drop where she stands.
Ooh, man. All I'm going to say is thank God for James, man.
Hey, and I'm going to say this, right? I work. And so I pay for what it is that I get. And my wife is riding in a nice car. She got a nice house. She don't really lack for a whole lot of anything. So the food is in the refrigerator. So it's not like I'm taking my food money and spend it on cigars. For a while when I was working part-time in the cigar lounge, that was my cigar money. So when I worked at the lounge, that's extra money into the house. That's my cigar money. A lot of times I wouldn't even cash my checks. They'd be like, could you please cash your check? Yeah, I'm saving up to buy a box of this, a box of that, whatever, And
it goes back, I said this too. So everybody has vices. So I spend a lot of money on cigars. Somebody might spend more money on liquor. Somebody might be a gambler. Somebody might be a shoe fanatic. We all got stuff that we gravitate towards. Cigars just happens to be what me and Lee Mac like, and all of you like. So, and like he just said, I always tell my wife, I said, look, as long as the lights are staying on, food and bills are paid, we still get to travel and stuff like that. That's right. That's it,
Yep. Hey, RMJR, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. She said, I appreciate the track you sent me on, man. I appreciate that you were able to get on that track, my brother. Yes, sir. Rodney had to go out to the mailbox.
Hey, I had to do it too right before this live started. I don't know what's going on with my mail lady. She normally comes 8 to 10 in the morning. I was looking at 2 in the afternoon, like, man, what is going on? Because I knew I had some stuff coming. So I was like, man.
Yeah, my call. He said you did a interview with Robert Wright of Pure Soul. That's another Black-owned company.
Yep.
A brother that came out of the industry. He worked at Camacho. He was with Christian Aroa. He worked at Davidoff, I believe it was.
Davidoff?
Yeah, they came out of Davidoff or whatever. So Robert and I are in touch every once in a while. I still have his number. He was down last year at the lounge. He's a saxophone player. He came down, played the sax. We sold some cigars, smoked some cigars. Far as I know, he's doing all right, but I haven't talked to him since this COVID thing is going on. So I do need to give him a call and see how he is doing,
Yeah, I like what he's doing too. And just watching a few interviews and stuff, he has a lot of knowledge and a very respectable palate too.
He's a knowledgeable guy. And, and Robert will tell me, he say, yeah, Mac, I got this line here, whatever. He got a line of cigars less expensive. Yeah, well, you know how it is. We put this together. We painted them up. People like them to look dark or whatever, but whatever. It's still decent. It's all right, Right. But he'll let me know,
Right.
Yep. Hey, LaTanya say, I buy from my house. So, yeah, she know. I know you know.
Shout out to LaTanya too, man.
Yep. And SB said, you got to keep the slush fund. So, here's how it goes, right? So, when I talk about relationships and marriage and good relationships or whatever, my wife will come in. She came in last weekend and said, oh, I bought me a pocketbook. I said, oh, yeah, let me see. That's nice. Yeah, that's cute. I asked her how much she spent on the pocketbook because do I care? I don't care. That's what she likes. Her things are pocketbooks, shoes. She likes
everybody's got something.
So she buy it, whatever. In fact, when we lived in Philly, we had a whole room that I made into a closet for all of her shoes. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. That's your thing,
At the end of the day, she's happy and you're happy. And it works.
The Love Bug said he likes cigars, bourbon, and women. I stay broke. I know. I'm glad I'm married.
I'll be in the same boat too, so don't feel bad, man.
Man. Woo! Running the streets is expensive, brother.
Definitely.
Yep. Next War Which You Smoke, pair it with Four Roses. I got to ask Ron about Four Roses, though, right? So I don't know what it is. When I see Four Roses, I always think cheap. I don't know if it's always in the bottom shelf of my liquor store, if it's got a twist top or whatever. So when people talk about Four Roses, he talk about single barrel. I always skip over Four Roses because I don't know much about it.
So you got the yellow label, which is the cheaper one. It's like a $20 bottle. That's the one with the twist cap. I call those serviceable bourbons. Like they're not bad. They're meant for mixing, you know, making cocktails and stuff that's cool. Then you kind of step up to the small batch, which is everybody know, or not everybody, but when you do the small batch, they take a lot of barrels and put them together to try to get a consistency.
Right.
So if I buy a small batch bottle in Maryland and Memphis, it should be very close.
Right. Okay.
That's
nice.
that's what they're blending it for. I actually prefer the small batch to single barrels most of the time because of the consistency. Because you'll run into a single barrel, and you're like, man, that barrel was great. You go out of town and travel and buy a single barrel, you're like, ooh, this barrel is not that good.
Yeah. I love that about the mixing of the barrels as well, because those blenders, again, master blenders are able to say, well, like I was reading that same MGP article, and they said, well, we took a barrel of this, but it had been in a barrel too long. It was too woody.
Yep.
And then they had another one that was too something. So they mixed them together, and then the combination was better than each one singly.
Yep. They'll usually do that really old, and they'll do it with Scotch too. They'll take a really old Scotch, and they'll take a young young spicy bourbon, combine them and try to make a really balanced profile.
Right. Yeah. So I definitely like that, you know, because sometimes the young stuff just ain't good, but sometimes the young stuff has got a good quality that mellows out the older stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yep. I agree. I think, and then people were saying, I like the small batch over the single barrel for that reason, but I think I think you'd like the small or 4 rows of small batch. The yellow one's just kind of, if I'm going to try to stay under that $25 range, I'm going to do Buffalo Trace, Larceny, Bernheim wheat whiskey's a very good one. Heaven Hill puts out a very good product, and they don't try to kill you on their pricing either.
Nice.
Now they used to do a bottled and bond that was either 4 or 6 years old. I think it's long changed, but it used to be $11. Fantastic. You could, and it was a bottle you bring somewhere. If you saw somebody pouring it with Coke, it was like cool. If you saw somebody drinking it neat, it's cool. Like it was just a very, very good bottle.
Nice. Oh, I didn't even give us a thumbs up my own damn self.
I didn't either. Shame on us.
Yeah, let me give it. So Ron, what you got else? So I know you got another cigar over there somewhere. All right. And listen, we still got 108 people in here. So, I mean, should we just kill it, or should we, y'all tell us, kill it or light up another cigar? What y'all say?
And we can even open up this part where we could kind of pay attention and look at more questions and stuff like that too. Don't worry, it's not the cigar kicking my ass. It's hot in here.
Yeah, it's hot. You see,
taking the hat out, like, man, that cigar kicking his ass. No, it ain't the cigar.
You see, I took mine off too.
Would the Warwich go good with a spiced rum? I am not a very big spiced rum fan. I like Añejo rums if I do wrong.
Yeah.
It's your palate though. But for me, I probably was like this. I couldn't picture that with like a Captain Morgan or nothing like that. I don't think it would do a service to the cigar.
Yep. All right, let's see. I have in front of me, I got a Pappy Van Winkle Family Reserve. And I got a Sobra Mesa. So y'all tell me what you think I should light up next.
Everybody saying light them up, keep it going.
All right.
I ain't got to work tomorrow. Today I'm retired.
Hey, I'm semi-retired and my truck is still in the damn shop, so I ain't working tomorrow neither. I'm gonna see what they want me to smoke here. See what they want me to smoke.
1792 bottled and bonds are 1792 in general is a good company. And that's another one that's not trying to kill you on pricing. They put out a very good quality product. I think they're out of Bardstown, Kentucky.
253 say go with the Pappy.
Trav, I don't know if you were in here early. You missed your shout out, man.
Oh yeah, hey, we definitely always shout out Travis 253. He's from Thunderbird Cigar Lounge in Tacoma, Washington. I did have some brothers that went out there to visit him one time, and they said in person as well as online that he was still a solid brother. I can attest to the fact that he's a solid brother as well.
I've never met him either, but I can attest to it too. Just he took a gravitation towards me. I think just because of me and Lee Mac's relationship, and he's treated me like family. He's done a lot for me. He's done a lot for me, man. So big shout out to Travis, man.
Hey, Ashley had said he need bruh man for the Pappy.
Ooh, man.
Smoke the Black and Mild. No, we ain't gonna do the Black and Mild. I can't follow up the War, which was a fantastic cigar with the Black and Mild. You know.
Damn, I'm gonna have to perfect draw this one.
All right, I'm gonna get on this Pappy right here. And shout out to my brother Randall. I'm still rocking with Randall's cutter. He sent this to me. He said, "Lee Mac, I don't like it. You can have it. If you don't like it, pass it on."
Fred said he already knows he lives off 1790. That's a good bottle, man. The small batch is good too, $35. Appreciate that donation, MJ. Man, this thing was tight.
Pappy is all right, man. Good draw on it. Medium firm, good.
Shit.
What you lighting up, Brian?
The HVC Viaje Costation number 2.
Okay, nice.
And this is the first one that I could tell from the cold draw. I'm like, damn, that's tight.
We get a little light in here. Put a little studio lighting in on here. Ooh, that's a bit bright there. Hold on.
That old Forester Signature 100 is very, Anthony, I agree that is a bottle I always keep in my cabinet. I think that is a very good bottle too. Very good price point. Let's see.
You know who's a big bourbon guy as well? My brother Harry.
Shout out to Harry.
Harry's big bourbon guy. He went before this COVID thing. He was out on like a bourbon tour in Kentucky. He was showing me all the different bottles he was buying. I was jealous.
Man, I'm gonna have to fuck with this later. I don't feel like messing with it. I'm gonna go grab another cigar.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna hold it down. Truth Talk Teacher, what's going on? If you want some awesome flavor, go for the Angel's Envy. Now I'm gonna tell you about the Angel's Envy. I liked them when they first came out, but I think they reblended those when they changed the label. I don't know, but I just didn't feel them when they changed it. So I haven't smoked one of those in a long time. Julio, what's happening, baby? The H. Upman by AJ Fernandez. Now, I love AJ Fernandez. That's my man, right? My least favorite cigars from AJ Fernandez is his recreation of those other brands, the H. Upmans and all those other ones. I just don't like those, you know? Hey, Fred, light it up, brother. Light it up. Hey, Alex, what's happening, brother? Good to see you in here. He loved my beer. I like some beer too, but tonight I'm drinking a little rye. All right, Alfonso said he couldn't find the Brow Brothers, whatever it's called. When he come back, I'll mention that to him. All right, Truth. Angel's Envy, Jefferson Ocean, Bullet. Good. I like it. Hey, what's up, brother Leon? Good to see you, brother Leon Moore. Good to see you, brother. From Pappy website. Oh, I don't know what y'all talk about, Rodney. 253. Only from the Pappy website. They release every 3 years. I got to go back and see what that is there. Oh, the pigs. Okay, I got you. Julio said it was acting up on your block like it's high school. Hey, brother, you know how it is when it gets warm. You know how it is when it gets warm, man. I'll tell you. All right, so 253 said he got all the sizes but the pigs, but you need something else. There you go.
Yep. So I opened the door and Quincy heard the noise, so he wanted to make his quick appearance.
Yeah. What's up, Quincy? What's up, brother? Hey, brother.
Tell everybody, hey.
Yeah, man. I see you working on your dreads there, brother. Got to give some to your daddy.
Yeah, man. Believe it or not, I used to have pretty long hair. That's probably what sped up me being bald.
Mm-hmm. I ain't never had no bald head, not at all. No long hair at all, ever.
Yeah, you can't grab Daddy's cigar, man. When I get done, when I put him back in, I think I'm gonna light me up a H. Upman 175th.
Okay, that's always a good one.
Yeah,
that's always a good one. Someone was asking about what's the Bro Brothers you were talking about?
Bro Brothers, the first black-owned distillery in Kentucky.
So hold on, somebody said, Alfonso said he tried to find, he can't find it.
Yeah, so my buddy that runs the liquor store was telling me it's gonna be pretty hard to find. I'll see what I can do. If I can find any other sources, I'll let you guys know. You ready to go?
You are, bro. I'm gonna go ask my local guy about it as well.
It's not expensive. It's $30 bottle MGP juice.
Right.
But of course, I wanted to support the cause. It's not bad, but if you drink a lot of bourbon, you could just tell it's young.
Right.
It's just very young.
So what do you do with a bottle like that? It's not going to age in the bottle. So then what do you do with it?
Got to tough it out and drink it.
Mm.
If you want to start, for me, I know me, I'm just going to drink it. That bottle will probably be sitting around for over a year or so.
Right.
And when people come over and want to try it, it's kind of a cool story to tell people, and they get a chance to try it. But
kind of like the Uncle Nearest.
Same thing. So if you want to put it in cocktails or whatever, that's fine too.
All right, Truth Talker has a question. He said he's been smoking for about 2 years. He's starting to be able to pick up flavors. Will his flavor recognition increase over time?
That's gonna be completely up to you. Like I tell people all the time, if you are only subjecting yourself to only Maduros or certain cigars or certain things, you'll pick it up. But for you to be able to start to pick up a wide range, you got to smoke everything. Just like a mechanic working on a car. If a mechanic is only working on Chevys, he's only gonna be familiar with Chevys. But to be a great mechanic, he has to be able to be familiar with working on everything.
Right. And you know, one of my things I say, you know, we talk about the smell and the taste or whatever. So what you taste is related to what you smell. But if you can't recognize what that is, so if I'm saying like this one, this kind of has that KFC, I can kind of taste the whiskey barrel in it or whatever. But if you've never smelled that and you're not been exposed to it, you're not going to recognize that flavor. Right. I'm gonna say that this has got a little bit of cayenne pepper on it, but if you say, well, I don't know the difference between cayenne and black pepper, you're not going to know the difference. So you've got to work at it in order to be able to distinguish the different flavors. You can do it, but it's going to take you some work. Right. And my suggestion was find a cigar that you want to smoke and watch 2 or 3 different cigar reviews on it.
Yep. That's what I was going to recommend too. Read reviews and see if you can relate.
If everybody is saying, hey, I taste cinnamon in this, then you smoke it, get you some cinnamon, and try to see if you can recognize that one particular flavor. Now you might be able to pick out cinnamon in every flavor in every cigar that's got cinnamon in it. Right. You may or you may not, but you got to work at it, you know?
Yep. All right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go put him in this other room. He's all
right. Pariah 79, the H. Upman 175 is not a Cuban cigar. That is, I forget who it's made by, Altadis of General. It is readily available. It's a good cigar. It's an expensive cigar, $17, $18, $16, something like that. But it's a great cigar. Sometimes you can find a good deal on a box if you have a coupon code or something like that, you know. Hey, Tracy, I appreciate that. Oh, you was talking about the little boy when you was talking about the handsomeness. Hey, Anthony, Ron will tell you about the Cruzado. I haven't smoked that one yet.
All right, I'm back.
All right, got a question for you, Ron. What do you think about the Illusion Cruzado?
I actually don't think I've had that.
Oh, you have? I thought I was for sure you had. I know I have not.
I'd have to see it. That doesn't sound familiar to me though.
So Truth say he buys a wide variety of cigars. You think that's why he's able to pick up the chocolate taste, herbal flavors, and definitely black pepper. I watch you a lot, Lee Mack, and try to taste what you taste. That's good. That's what you do.
Right.
Yep.
I think that's completely okay.
Project 40 woke up his taste buds. I hated that cigar.
I didn't think it was that. I thought it was average. I didn't think it was terrible, but I didn't understand why it ranked so high on the list.
I didn't either. I thought it was just okay.
But then again, I'm not the biggest Alec Bradley fan either, though. So
right now, I'm gonna tell you, right. So we talk about cigars and expensive cigars and all this. This Pappy Van Winkle is another one where we're paying for the name, right? This ain't a bad cigar, but following that Warwich, I'll tell you right now, I need some water because this thing is like very, very drying, you know.
Sometimes the drying doesn't bother you, but like earlier, I could tell when you text me you didn't have a good experience.
No, I didn't. It was just really drying me out. I'm gonna get some water in a second. Yeah, that 5-pack of 1502s is sold out. So definitely look around, see if you can find them somewhere else. I know that they are. Just a little as my man who said, do your Googles. Do your Googles. Yeah. H. Upman is not a pariah. H. Upman is not one of my favorite brands. The New World H. Upmans. Now the Cubans is different, but that 175 is something special. So I'm gonna tell you that. Have Mongol, what's going on? He want to know, have you tried the Cookie Monster? I know Ron has not. I have. They are sold out. I smoked one. I have another one. I thought it was good. Out of that Pravada pack, it was not my favorite. My favorite was the Dutch pretzel, the dark pretzel splits, whatever it was called. That was my favorite out of that whole thing.
Right. I actually like the Henry Clay Warhawk. I saw a comment saying, what do you think about the Warhawk?
Yeah, I started to do that, and you know what? They talked me out of it in the store because they were like, it was all right. And I know Ron really liked it, so I didn't buy it, and I haven't smoked it, you know.
I like it in the Robusto, which is the 54 ring gauge. The smaller one was okay, but the 54 is the winner for me.
Right. Just recently, Janice recently had a conversation about dry boxing. Do either of you do it? How dry is the box? How long? What cigars? What are you trying to affect by dry boxing? That's a good question. Any
Lee probably
cigar
dry boxes more than me.
Yeah, any cigar. So if you live in a place like Memphis where it's very humid, if you just take a cigar out and leave it on the table, the humidity is going to get sucked into the cigar. If it's very moist when you open your humidor, sometimes it'll be hard to burn. It'll be whatever. And that's why I got this little cigar tool here, this humidimeter, which measures the humidity of the cigar, so I can now more closely tell how humid the cigar is.
Right.
You could just stick it into any empty box any empty cigar box, and the wood there, and I say not one that's got like the lacquer finish and all that stuff, just a regular wood box or whatever, and it'll suck some of the humidity out of the cigar. How long? It all depends. I've done it for as short as a half an hour, sometimes 3 hours. Sometimes I put it in there, I forget about it, I smoke it tomorrow. And really what you're doing is you're sucking the humidity out of the box, out of your cigar, so that it will burn a little bit better.
I use the analogy, if you got a bundle of leaves sitting out in your yard and it rains, how hard is it going to be to catch it on fire? Very hard. But once the leaves are drier, it's easier to catch on fire. Same thing with a cigar. The more humidity you have in it, the worse the flavors will get washed out. It's going to be harder for it to burn. So that's why I know me and Lee are both fans of trying to keep our stuff from 65-ish and under.
Right.
I try to keep mine around 62 to 65.
And I just went down to 62, 63 on my big humidor because it's hot out here in the summertime. And what I was finding was when I came out, my cigars weren't burning right. They were just a little bit too moist or whatever. Somebody wanted to know what's the best way to send us both donations. We both have Cashapp. You have Cashapp, right? You know, I'm a Lee Mac 912, and what's yours, Ron?
I'll give it to you in a minute.
He ain't ready. You know, he ain't ready. You know, and listen, I also get
PayPal is one.
PayPal donations as well. You know, you can always email us or send a note or whatever if you're interested in doing that. Appreciate the thought anyway.
Definitely.
Ron, did you smoke the LFD 25th yet?
I have not. You know what? That's really weird. When I went upstairs to grab a cigar, I flipped open my desktop humidor and lifted up a tray, and that was the first thing that caught my eye. I'll probably smoke one and then review one.
Right. Nice.
I was definitely thinking about that one though. Caught my eye.
So Janice said, I'm using an old empty treasure chest humidor to dry box. That might work. Only using
I would say even Janice, if you're gonna dry box, depending on how many cigars, the smaller the box, the better.
Yeah. And see, I have all different sized boxes everywhere, you know, so I get one that fits the cigar and sticks it in there, whatever. And, you know, most of the time at your B&M, you could pick up boxes.
Right. Trying to make sure. I saw a comment too. I don't know if I've heard or somebody was mentioning or they were asking you because I guess they know you're a Pravada member. They were asking you about what do you feel about the membership being closed?
Well, it's one of those things that I understand why it's closed because we talked with James from Black Lion, and one of the things that he said, even some of the samplers that we've had on the website over at Black Lion can't offer the sampler anymore because, like Brian said earlier, a lot of stuff is being affected and they can't get a lot of the cigars that they were offering in the samplers.
Right.
Same thing with the clubs. You know, things are moving slow, they're shipping slow or whatever the case was. But if you paid attention a few months ago, the word was out. Hey, listen, it's getting close to that point where we're going to have to close it. So all of the people who talked to me and was interested in it, they got into it and they were happy now that they're in it. You know, some people got in and got out. It wasn't for them or whatever. So, you know, I think it's a good thing. I like the fact I like to be the guy that's behind the green curtain that gets the special VIP treatment. So now that Brian is talking about, hey, listen, we might be sending out stuff that you can't talk about. You can't post on social media, yada. I like that kind of stuff. So it's truly a private club. I like that. So we're going to see where it goes.
I'll give another shout out to LaTanya, always looking out for me.
Cane Daytona brand. Cane Daytona. What do you think about that?
That's the one that's got like the red and white footband
Yeah,
on
it's
the
like
box.
orange. It's got the
I
band
don't
on the
remember
end.
caring for that one though. I think somebody recommended it to me because they said it was strong.
Right.
But I think I remember it was, as you can see, I don't remember much from it. So it was probably
I smoked it and surprisingly liked it. I didn't smoke it for a long time because I thought it would be too strong, but I thought it was pretty good. I don't know what I would think about it now, you know.
Janice makes a great point too. He said lots of Cigar of the Month clubs have to have max cap since they want to send special stuff, limited supply, etc. Same thing with Black Line. Right now it's open, but we have a number in our head that we once we reach that, it'll be closed for the rest of the year. We'll reevaluate what the factories and everybody's doing, and then we'll probably reopen. And once we hit that other certain number, then we'll be closed up too. Because like he said, as you guys saw in the first month, we're doing padrones. There's going to be placentas, but whatever's in there. So like, if we got 10,000 members, it's very hard to fill 10,000 padrones. It's just it just makes it hard. So keep that in mind too if you are interested in the club.
Yep. Hey, Truth, thank you very much. You sent a little donation over there, and I say a little donation. They say that when they're trying to get your little cigar club. I didn't mean it like that. Thank you for your donation, brother. I appreciate it. RonReal, he said he'll subscribe to you, and he'll hit you up as soon as you find your Cash App.
I appreciate that. Latonya, I think, posted that. She posted my Cash App in the chat already. So
okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm behind on the chat. I'm just trying to catch up on some of these comments back here.
Definitely appreciate you guys. I know I don't talk about this stuff too often on lives or whatever, but I know one of the more initial things I'm gonna try to reach out to first. Me and Eric are talking about upgrading the lighting, so that's appreciate the donations. That's what that's gonna go to, and maybe some different camera lenses and stuff like that. So
nice.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about, again, my patron family. They provide things, and and I'm able to, save up the money and buy some things. Like I would have never had the nice camera that I had and the mic and all this stuff. And you talk about the lights and all that. I put it all back in the channel to say, hey, listen, let's try to make the experience a little bit better,
Right.
Nice. Prudence, glad you got in. I'm glad you got in.
Prudence. Closing the provider club was great for current members. You have to be sure to take care of your core. I would agree with it.
Yeah. And Cowboys provider as well too, I believe.
He is. So but and that's what I was gonna say too. Even with Black Line, the goal is I know providers out there, man. A lot of people, provider people are everywhere. That's not the goal for Black Line. We got a completely different goal. So, and like Unc says all the time, different clubs got different purposes for different smoking. So it's a club or a space for everybody. So we'll also keep that in mind.
There was another question there. Yeah, Janet said definitely a lot of cigars have a cap, and they do. And they have to, it's just not something that you can think is going to be open-ended forever, because if that happens, what happens is I got 15, 20,000 people in a club, and I got to send something out every month. Now I'm going to start sending you regular stuff.
Right.
Because that's all I can get to,
Right, exactly.
Oh, that's what it was. Somebody wanted to know about how does James charge taxes at Black Line?
Pennsylvania doesn't have tax.
Oh, no tax.
He didn't. So what you're getting, or on the monthly club, you're doing 4 cigars for $30, and then you have the shipping cost. There is no tax.
There isn't tax on your regular orders as well, I believe, right?
I believe. I don't know the percentage of it. He might not even still be in here.
I don't know, because some places will charge you your home state tax.
Right. See.
Yeah, Eric Johnson, Smoking the Sweet Dreams, Lancero, really sweet. I've heard that, and I heard it's really mild.
Half Mongrel said, how competitive are the prices at your local shops? Are there multiples in one area? I live in Australia, and there's no industry here. The cigar shop in Sydney, a $10 to $12 stick will cost me $80 to $90. Wow. Sounds like Canada, man.
Yeah, Australia is rough. I have a friend over in Australia who's a doctor, and he tells me about the prices over there. I'm lucky, within 15 miles, I can hit 4 shops. And of those 4 shops, 3 of them have lounges. So I'm pretty lucky.
In Memphis, we're pretty much monopolized by one. There's other ones, but there's one big show in town. There's some other ones, but yeah, one's pretty much controlling the market.
Hey, Truth sent you a little donation as well. Yeah, I go with the little damn donation. Excuse me.
I appreciate that, man.
Appreciate that, brother. I
Definitely
appreciate the
appreciate that.
support. Always appreciate the support.
As I can see, and I know you know about the cigar too. The AJ's construction is just.
Oh, what did you light up instead?
I ended up doing the Upman 175th.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, that's definitely a solid stick. I like that.
Very
Everyone
consistent.
I pick up out of the box has been consistent and good.
Like this one, I'm gonna have to figure something out because it's a whole cigar, so I got to figure out a way to mess with that and at least make it smokable.
Yeah. Eric Johnson says the Sweet Dreams is mild, and again, right. The thing I like about the sampler is you get to go through the whole line. And you can figure out which ones are for you and which ones are not for you. You know, so right away, Sweet Dreams didn't look like that was going to be the cigar for me, but I'll probably review it anyway because that'll probably be a good one to go in the beginner series. You know.
I've been enjoying that too. That beginner series has been. People ask me, and I'll refer them to the video I did. But if you're looking for an actual series with more, because the video I did, it wasn't a review. It was just 5 cigars I thought were good for beginners. Lee Mack is actually going into depth and giving you flavor notes, price, and all that stuff. So,
hey, Latanya, yeah, I received your little donation. I had to make sure I went and made sure your name was still on the beginning of the video as a Cash App Avenger. I appreciate you. You know how your grandmother be like, oh, so I see you hanging out with your little friends, huh? Yeah, your little friends. That was never nothing good, you know.
No, not at all. When you hear little in front of something, like
it was never good.
Not gonna be good. That's your little girlfriend, isn't it?
Right, your little girlfriend. That's where I was gonna go next.
Yep, your little girlfriend. Janet said, what are your thoughts on the Lido Gomez small batch? Had a number 4 from 2012 the other day and it melted my brain. Only other Dominican Puro I've had impressed me that much was the Opus X. So I've smoked through most of the small batch. I'm a fan of them. I'll be doing a small series at some point, maybe September, October. I have the 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I'll be reviewing those 4. But for the most, I don't like the price of it, in the words of Uncle Lee Mack. But I like the cigar though. I like the cigar.
Somebody wants to know about the best place with the best prices to buy cigars. You know, I gotta give a shout to Black Lion Luxuries.
I was about to say, I hate to sound biased, man, but it's just, it is what it is.
I think they do a great job. I'm gonna put a link in here to Black Lion because I think what he does, what I like about what James does and offers that other people don't offer is the samplers. So you can go, like the HBC hotcakes just came out, and I think it was a 3 cigar sampler was $19.99. And it was like, man, you can't really beat that. I don't know if I'm ready to buy a box yet, but at least I can get the $20 sampler. I got 3 cigars, 3 sizes. I can check it out. You can't beat that, you know?
No. That's like, and so, and then also if you do use Black Lion, that's the 10% off code Ron sent me. All my patrons know I gave them a little bit of extra love on a discount code, but that code there works for anybody that's watching the channel or whatever. If you go over to Black Lion, it gives you an additional 10% off. So like he said, you want to buy the hotcake sampler, 3 cigars for $19.99, you get 10% off plus shipping. It's gonna be hard to beat that, man.
Yep. Hey Rodney, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. I see your message there, man.
Another site that me and Lee are both fond of too is Neptune. Because they do. We like sites that do singles too, that don't just corner you into buying 5 packs or boxes. Or
I like Corona. I like Atlantic Cigar. There's a couple of places that I like.
Fox Cigar does pretty good.
Fox Cigar is very good as well.
Yep. Fred, Summer Showdown. I've filmed some episodes. They will probably be starting. I had to talk to Eric. Probably in the next week or 2, maybe. Somewhere like that. Y'all know how it gets. Life happens sometimes, blows back your schedule. Also, man, we're doing a get well soon for Eric, man. He got injured. So I've been trying to take a little bit more load off of him to make sure that he's healing up and relaxing and stuff too, trying not to put a lot of pressure on him too. So
yeah, Josh say, first time I saw Lee Mack was pre-COVID. He was smoking, doing a review in his car on a cold, chilly day, but he had that smoke in the ride.
I remember those car reviews.
I'll smoke in the car, the mobile ashtray. I will crank it up in the mobile ashtray. But then the thing is funny. That night, the windows are down. I might be spraying all kinds of spray in there. I got to get the smell out, but I don't mind it, you know.
I get it. Latanya, for sure. Just reach out. You know, I got you. I got you. Eric says Cigar International has some great deals as well. I've done some shopping with them. I don't shop with them a lot, but I've bought some things from them. Most of the time when I like Cigar International, I'll buy something because they'll have some kind of gift or something included with it.
Exactly.
I'll do that.
I used to buy a lot from Famous, and I used to buy a lot from Cigar International.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened was, as I started changing what I was smoking, they weren't carrying what I was smoking.
Right.
So if
I
go to Cigar International and look for HVC hotcakes, I probably won't find them.
Nope, not at all. And and another thing I like about James and a little bit smaller companies. So my good friend John, or when the Supreme Leaf Toros were coming out, he sent me a link on one of my videos, and Cigar International was the website. They had 2 or 3 boxes. He tried to order them, and what had happened was they weren't in stock or whatever reason. So he ended up getting charged, but he got it. He ended up getting his funds back. But there was no communication to let him know that the cigars weren't there. When you deal with people like Black Line or a little bit smaller companies, or Neptune's really good about getting back to you too. They'll be able to tell you firsthand, like, oh, we don't have those on, or we're not going to charge you, or not even, because sometimes you'll get charged, and you never know. People's financial situations are different. So I spend $300 or $400, and it's cool. But now if I can't get my cigars, and you got my funds tied up for 3 to 5 days, that's not good, man. I could be doing this. I could be using it somewhere else. So
right. Hey, Darnell Thomas, he wants to know where you can get the humidity meter from. First place I'm gonna send you is over to my man Tim over at Cigars Daily. They do have it at on Amazon as well. But if you could give my man some love, I would appreciate that. So I'm gonna put the link right here. And I think they're the same price. It's $26.99.
Mm-hmm. Now that's one I think I see a lot of people speaking highly about. I don't have a humidimeter, but
it helps. I mean, it helps to know. Like when I got your box in today, if I wanted to smoke one of those cigars, I put it in right there. I see where it is. If it's good, then I know it's ready to smoke. If it's not, I know it needs to go into the humidor for a bit.
Right.
Yeah, who's that? Raleigh Rail. What's up, Raleigh? Raleigh Rail, my man Rail. Hey, he say cigar in the whip, leave the windows down at night. After spraying Febreze, no smell. That is a true fact, brother. True fact.
I always smoke with my windows down too, and my sunroof open if it's not raining or if it's not bad out.
Yeah, I saw somebody said like the best way to smoke in the car with the windows down, with the heat or the air conditioner on, is like the driver's window is cracked, the back window on the other side is down, and the heat or the air is blowing on high, and it like blows the smoke right out. So
he got it down to a science.
To a science, yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Fred ass acting up.
Yeah, talking about Flame. So y'all used to wrestle tigers and bears. No, he was the one wrestling the damn tiger and the bear. Flame is crazy. I ain't that damn crazy.
Philip Johnson, I appreciate that donation, man. Shout out to you, brother.
All right, Darnell Thomas, go directly to the owner's website, free shipping. Hey, elaborate, Rodney. Elaborate, brother.
Hey, man. Him said, "What sunroof run? Big money, man. My car is 12 years old, man. Been paid off for about 7 or 8 years. I don't.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
I drive a regular car, man.
Mine is paid off too, and I'm at the point where I don't want to put no more money in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, I don't want to. Somebody like I got it fixed. I ran into a mailbox and then I got it fixed. And then somebody hit me in the damn parking lot. I was like, damn.
Those are the worst when you get hit in the parking lot.
Yeah. It's like, no note, no nothing, whatever. So now I got to go out there and do a little home body, at least spray some damn primer on it to try to keep it from rusting away too bad, Oh, okay, for the Cigar Medics. Okay, I got you. No shipping. I got you. Hey, my man, King Campbell, what's going on, brother? Hey, how's the job search going, man? How's the job search?
Fred, I will reach out to him and see if that is something that is possible or not. I'll definitely reach out to him.
Brother Renee Perez from Cali, what's going on? Hey, Renee, what's the weather like there in Cali? Because we had the hoodie god on here, and he was out there in L.A., and that brother had on a damn sweatshirt, man. with a hood up, zip it.
Ken, I'm going to respectfully disagree with it, man. It's one legend in here tonight. I haven't done.
Now we got two. I disagree. We got two legends.
I ain't done enough yet, man. But I'm working, and I ain't going nowhere.
Yep.
So,
hey, Rodney, though, here's the deal, right? If you were buying some cigars as well, you might be able to, combine that shipping in with your other thing. Then, so it all depends. If you're only buying the humidimeter, then yeah, I agree with you.
Yep. Let me see.
Yeah, new cars are beautiful. I mean, listen, but I'll never buy another new car again.
I've never had one unless I'm not gonna say I'll never own one because I don't know, but I don't have any intentions. I got an uncle that when I first got on the fire department, he beat it in my head pretty bad about saving money and just making smart decisions. So it's not even coded in my head to buy new cars. But
my last few cars that I bought were all 2-year off lease cars. So still had the what do you call it? The warranty. They were all broken. Any problems was already fixed and whatever, that's it, Hey, Renee say it's hot as hell. So I don't know what the hoodie guard was doing out there, man. I don't know, man. He was on some new kind of stuff, boy.
Shout out to Sean, the hoodie guard, man. Hey, Kenneth, I'm praying that everything goes well for you, man. You have to definitely let us know about the job situation.
Yes, sir. All right, yeah, hey, brother, that's good, man. I'm happy to hear about that. You know what I told you, man. There's a plan. There's always a plan, and sometimes we can't fight the plan. I had a guy tell me once the other day, he said, sometimes God can't get new blessings into your hands because you're so busy holding on to what you got with both hands. So, it'll work out good, brother. Don't worry about it. You got the faith.
Darnell, I think the HBC La Rosa is a good cigar. The Magic Coast was featured in the first month of Black Line Cigar Club. Feedback has been pretty good on that cigar. I think it's a good cigar.
Yep. Hey, Mike, the dude, he don't have a lounge. He wants to know about doing a subscriber smoke on Zoom. We've talked about it. And when this COVID stuff started, we had, what did we do? We had a Zoom once where we had a couple of subscribers in there. Ron, that was when we had the hoodie guard in there.
Well, and the 10,000 give or the 10,000 subscribers.
Right. And
that's when we got everybody, we let people get in the whole live.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I don't know. Sometimes I'm a little zoomed out though,
Yeah. That'll be something strategic. I had a plan at first to maybe do once a week, letting one person come on and talk and engage with you guys too. As far as something like a big herf, that might be something we could talk behind the scenes and see if we could do something once a month or something like that.
Yeah, Janice say he drive his cars till the damn wheels fall off. That Subaru Turbo Legacy GT, 186,000 miles. And when I got rid of my Subaru, I think it had about 190,000 miles on it, and it needed about $3,000 worth of work. It was a great car, but another one I bought used, but whoever had it before me must have carried the dogs or cats in the back of the car. So when it rained, it would get kind of damp in the back, and it would smell like wet dog and cat.
Oh, man.
But I love that car, though, boy.
Yeah, my Honda's got 200,000 miles on it, still chugging along.
Yeah, I'm about 168 on my Kia Soul. I need to do another timing chain on it. I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like putting the money into it, but you know.
Yep. Jermaine, what's going on, brother? RR and Lee make now my day is truly a great day.
Every day is a great day. You already know.
I agree, Janice. I like the HBC broadleaf too.
Montez Monroe, I'll snap. My two favorite reviewers still going in. I thought for sure I missed y'all just getting off work. That's definitely a treat. Glad to have you, man. Hey, listen, we tried to get out of here and they told us to keep on going. So here we are.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be up for a little bit. I guess I could say it now. It don't really matter. It's kind of known, but wife's not feeling too good. She's pregnant again, so we'll be expecting our second child.
Hey, congratulations. When's the baby due?
February 9th is the due date.
Nice.
So trying to help her out.
You'll be right in there. Another damn relative. I got the 8th is my sister. The 9th is my wife. And the 10th is my niece. So right there.
So we're going to be in there.
You're going to be in there.
So wait a minute. Say those dates again.
So the 8th is my sister. Yep. The 9th is my wife. The 10th is my niece.
The all girls. That's good because I'm hoping for a girl.
We're gonna see what we can do. Nice. Hobbyist got the humidimeter. Very good. Phil Johnson got that VW Jetta, 213,000 miles. I love my damn VW too. I had a Rabbit back in the day, VW Rabbit. Great car, but that German engineering, oh my God, they do some of the weirdest shit on German cars.
Man, I used to work on, I was a tire technician for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first time, I was taking the wheel off of like a Volkswagen or something. The lugs go all the way into the
right.
And so I was like, what the hell? The whole wheel just came out. I was like, I thought I broke the damn car,
right.
man. I was like, shit. They're like, no, all the German cars do that.
They do weird shit. I had my ex-wife had a Jetta, so it needed a fuel pump. So I changed the fuel pump and it still wasn't getting no damn fuel. It was like, oh, well, did you change the pump in the tank? I said, why you got a pump in the tank and a pump on the motor? Like, what is that?
Like, what? I don't get it either. Like some of the engineering and stuff is just like, come on, man.
Nice. Mike said he had the Rocky Patel 1990 today, first time. Very good. That's one of my first cigars I used to smoke. I like that. You got lots of congrats on the baby, Ron. Congrats.
Thank you all, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Fatherhood has opened my eyes up even more than I thought they could be open.
Yeah, man.
Mom, no, it is not too late to get into the club for August. You can still get in for August.
But Mom, I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody else now. You got to get while the getting is good.
Mm-hmm.
Ron said they ain't close to closing up. I would hate to see anybody not get into the Black Lion Luxury Cigar Club. You saw what was going on the first month. I peeked behind the curtains. I've seen what the plans are for the first 6 months, and I'm just saying you might want to be there.
You want to be in, man. And so a huge point for that, or a huge point for Black Lions Club is, and I've said this before too, because I was with Cigar Club in the past and I was doing unboxings for them too. So it goes back to what Lee Mac says. It's a place and time for everything. So in the Black Lion Luxury Cigar of the Month Club, if there's some people in here that are new and don't know about it, I'm the curator of the box. So I'm the one that's picking the cigars. So when you guys will start seeing the unboxing videos or the videos on my channel, it'll be me that's the one that's picking the cigars. So
nice. Fred want to know about Rockefeller cigars. Ron probably ain't smoked no Rockefeller. I have
not, and I can tell by how your tone was.
So I did a review. You can check it out, Fred. The one that I smoked, I thought was very good. It had a black label on it. I thought it was very good. And I'm gonna use somebody else's words. I'm not going to use my words. This is brother in the lounge. He said, "This one right here, this one is good. The rest of the shit down here, trash." So
I can tell by your tone, you're like,
yeah. It's like the I smoked that McAuliffe medallia the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So my owner gave it to me and she said, smoke it, see if you want to do a review. So I already had one. Somebody sent it to me. I said, I'll smoke it. I smoked it that day and I was like, not like the Leyenda. That Leyenda was good, but that's
their best cigar they make. Mm-hmm. To me, in my opinion, I've smoked probably about 8 or 9 different McAuliffes. That's the best cigar they make.
Yeah.
You could tell when reading the press release and all the information that the tobaccos were 5 to 6 years old and rolled and set up. You could just tell, like,
right.
It's some good tobacco.
Hey, Phil Johnson, the garage net is not in place right now, so I'm still fighting the flies. But it's nighttime, so I want to say they like roaches, but they're not because the roaches come out at night. But they all went to bed.
Hunt, know the discount code. If you are a Patreon, it works for everything but the club. The club, but again, you guys got to really think about this. So the first month you had a Padron 1926 90th anniversary. You had a HVC La Rosa Magicos. You had a Warped Maestro del Tiempo, and you had a Guardian of the Farm Rambo Night Watch. The club is $30, so you're getting out the door with $38. That Padron runs around $22 to $25 alone. The HVC is about 10 or 11. The Warped is around the same, and the Night Watch is about 9. So you're getting the value, and the club is going to be anchored every month with what we deem as a super premium, and then you'll have something that's kind of a boutique that maybe not a lot of people might not know about but need to know about, and then the other 2 cigars will be filled with really good cigars that I like. So
nice. Hey, Montez is sharing a little bit of love. He just checked out 5 minutes ago. JR Cigars still had some Aganorsa Leaf, Supreme Leaf Toros in stock.
Okay.
No picture, but they got some. So anybody that's on here that didn't have a chance to get Supreme Leaf Toros, you go. Hop on over there and get them.
Act quick. Because just as soon as that was announced, those will be gone in 10 minutes.
They will be gone, absolutely. So if you were looking for them and you didn't get them, hop to.
Somebody said, just smoked a Macanudo 1968 to smoke for my birthday this Thursday. Happy early birthday. Macanudo was the first cigar I've ever had.
Yep, mine too. And happy birthday to you. Yep. How do I get to the Patreon page, to the patron page?
Well, you go on patreon.com, type in the search bar and type in Lee Mac 912 or RonRealTV. We should pop up.
That's Patreon, Patreon. Patreon.
I tell people this all the time too, and this could I forgot the tiers that Lee Mac has, but so the cheapest tier I have is $5, which breaks down to 16 cents a day. You get a 20% off discount code. If you make 1 or 2 orders a month, even samplers or whatever, you're gonna make the money back, man.
Absolutely. Hey, Rodney says it's strange that there ain't no pictures on that Supreme Leaf. Yeah, you are you are right about that. However,
they probably don't want to bring attention to it.
Only because it is JR will I tell you, you better go over there, because I've seen other sites like that and I go, I don't know. I bought some from a site in North Carolina that one of my patrons put me on to. And that's another thing that we do on a patron page is we'll share discount codes. When Supreme Leafs were coming out, I had enough, or, actually I hadn't even got all I was buying, but I shared where they were on my patron page. And I say, here they are, go get them if you want them, If I see a deal, I know something's coming up, cigar page, whatever, I try to share that as well. So I don't know why they don't have a picture. I wouldn't ask the question. When I bought them from that little local shop that they told me about, one of my patrons bought it and got them delivered. I said, okay, now I know it's not no bullshit, so I'll go order. And I did. And then I put my boy Ab onto it. He bought 2 boxes and he got his. So
a lot of stuff. What they say, Unc, what happens in Patreon stays in Patreon.
Stays in Patreon. It's like, that's why it's there. And the way I feel about it is this. Y'all support me. I think I got a $2 level and I got a $3 fuck YouTube level, It's like, so if you give me $2 a month or whatever, anything I could do to try to help you, you just as expensive and as good as the guy who's giving $20 a month. Right. It's all good. Everybody gets the same treatment,
Yep. Warriors is a good cigar. We both are fans of that cigar.
Hey, Darnell, you right. Cigar page is cracked. I had to take that off of my damn search bar because
that's why I don't go on it.
I just couldn't go there because they would have so much stuff and the prices would be so good. I'd be like, damn, bro, man, got him a damn website. What's going on?
That's why I've been on there a few times. I looked around and said, nope, I'm staying off that, man. I'm staying off.
I bought a lot of stuff off cigar page.
I'm gonna tell you what, Janice, if you haven't smoked the Warrior Shots XX, that's actually my favorite size.
Mine too.
I like them all, but their shots for some reason it just hits the spot.
It's just big enough. It smokes good enough. It's cheap enough. It's just like, man, this is all right cigar, man. I like that one.
Yep, and shout out to Adam. I know he was commenting. He was like, man, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't long enough. And Lee Mac makes a great point. It's better to be left with wanting more than to. There's been a lot of cigars I've smoked, and I'm like, it was a good cigar, but then it's not a lot of transition or not a lot going on. So then I'm sitting there like, damn, man, I got to smoke this for another hour. Like, it's too long.
I'm gonna ask Ron this question. Hey, Ron, you ever smoked the Mark Twain cigar?
No, I looked at it, but it just looked cheap.
Okay, there you go.
I would have rather them had it unbanded. The band just looks cheap.
Mark Twain is one that we get every year at Cigar Fest. And I think it ends up in my buddy box every year.
Shout out to John Wilhoit. Shout out to you, brother. I will get your email over and get that code for you. But that Mark Twain, I get a Cigar International mag, and then one thing I don't like about that, the magazines, they're cool when you get the first couple, but after a while the layout is the same. So it's like you're looking at the same damn magazine every month.
Same. Yep. Famous do the same thing. They switch them around. And, we did some work with Gary Corbin. I know he's the editor over there. They try to switch it around. The one magazine I do like from them now that they send out, I don't know if it's quarterly or whatever, it's called Primings. from Famous Smoke Shop, and it's got a lot of good education in it, stories. They give you history or whatever. They will feature a cigar, and I like that. That's one I'm like, all right, I'm taking this to the bathroom with me because I can get a little reading in, you know?
Right. See, I like stuff I can read too.
Mm-hmm.
Alfonso said somebody gave me a Mark Twain and they got regifted.
Mm-hmm. You smart man.
I don't know why they don't change it up, man.
Yeah, it's the same damn one. In fact, my recycle bin is right here before you go into the house. And as a matter of fact, you talk about Cigars International. There it is right there.
I threw mine in the recycling yesterday.
It goes right into the cigar bin. But here's that magazine, that primings I was telling you, Famous Smoke primings. And this one I'll keep. The other one right into the recycle bin. And I usually look through it to say, oh, is there something that maybe I'll be interested in? Do they have a good deal? Something, whatever. But when I open the first page, I'm gonna give you an example now. The first page, what I see on the first page is CI Legends Mega Sampler, $99, and the new Cuba as low as $22.99 for a bundle of 20. What is that shit? I don't want that. That's the first page on the inside of the first cover.
Next page.
Yeah, and I got sucked into smoking some of those CI Legends early when I used to go up there. I was new. And they were like, yeah, this one is like, based off of the Cohiba and this, that, whatever.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
I smoked it. I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah, it's some bullshit. I'm going to tell you what, I'm still enjoying this, but it's hard. That Warwich, I'm still thinking about that Warwich.
I would have done better to light up another Warwich at half the price of this Pappy Van Winkle. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, I love this 175th, but just that Warwich it's hard to come behind it right now.
That was a good cigar. Alec Bradley Max, you ever smoked that?
Yes, I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, I'm not a big Alec Bradley fan. Quorum, there you go. Hey.
Oof.
Yeah.
one of my best friends, his dad, that's all he smokes. And we try to give him other cigars. He's like, I don't want those. He's like,
yeah,
He's just Quorum.
Yeah, I just think cheap cigars. There are some cheap cigars that to me are just cheap. I don't care what you say.
Factory smoke.
Listen, as soon as you said that, hold on. You see what page I'm on? Factory Smokes.
Turn the page.
Yeah, my God. Tarano, what do you think about them?
I like the 50-year anniversary Exodus. I think that's what it is. It's got the really like black and gold elaborate. I like that one. The other ones are okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Shrapnels, a box of 100 cigars for $49. If I'm that if I'm that hard up to smoke a cigar that I gotta buy 100 cigars for $49, I'd rather not smoke cigars at all.
Because at that point you're just smoking the smoke.
Yeah, you may be just smoking for nicotine. I don't know.
You're smoking the smoke. Like I said, it's a lifestyle. Like you say all the time, life is too short to smoke bad cigars.
Cigars, yep.
There's a lot of good cigars for $5.
Yep.
Like I said, the Warriors, the Louisiana Rothschild, the Henry Clay Warhawk. There's a lot of good cigars out there that aren't that expensive.
Now, Stephen Carl said the new Cuba is short filler Aganorsa. So that might be a decent cigar. I don't put it down because it's short filler.
Right.
I did a review on the Rosa Cuba. It's a short filler cigar, and that was a good cigar. Same thing with the Papas Fritas from Drew Estate. They used to be a lot better than they are now to me.
Right. Same thing with Undercrown.
Good tobacco, just a lower price point.
Yep.
Cargo Nicaragua, as low as $39.99 for 20 cigars. And then placement, right? So now across from this is a Rocky Patel Cargo. Now, right across from that, I got Davidoff. That don't make sense to me.
Why would the person that's buying Davidoff ain't finna pay attention to this?
Right. Why would I put all the cheap cigars in the front? And I'm on page 38. Why would I put that in the front of the catalog and not at the end? And how many damn pages is in this damn? 114, 115, 116 pages.
I like the Alec Bradley Magic Toast. I do like that one.
That I do like. I like the Magic Toast.
I like the Prensado. Those are like some of the few Alec Bradleys I like.
Yeah, Magic Toast is about where I'm gonna stop when it comes to Alec Bradley.
Let's see.
Nasty Fritas is a nice cigar as well, LaTanya. I like the shape of the Nasty Fritas. It's just small enough that before it gets on my nerves, I'm done with it, Oh, look, here we go. Mark Twain. There you go, Fred. Mark Twain.
Look at that band.
$59. $59. What is it for? A box of Mark Twain's.
I know they say you can't smoke the band, but
Yeah, that's terrible. Right across from that, Ashton.
Man of War is not bad.
Man of War is not bad. I did smoke. I got a Man of War. Was it 10th anniversary up there? I did smoke one of those. I thought it was very good. I was surprised, you know.
Yep. Somebody mentioned Casa de Garcia. Shout out to Cowboy. He just did a review. He paired a Casa de Garcia.
Hey, listen, Casa de Garcia is up here on page 6. $29.99 for a pack of 20. There you go.
Yep.
Hey, Johns, he's smoking the Orellano, Amazon Orellano. That's a good cigar.
Box worthy.
But I'll tell you, my palate was kind of jacked up for a few days, and I smoked one of those 2 days ago, and I wasn't feeling it. Yep. I did the thing you should never do. I came back the very next day, picked up out the ashtray, and smoked the rest of it, and I really still wasn't feeling it. But I, you know, I'll do that.
I ain't gonna lie, I've done it before too. So this probably will sit for a day. I probably will smoke this in the morning. I probably will smoke it in the morning.
Yep. RM Jr. say he likes the Gatekeeper. I didn't really care. Did I like the Gatekeeper? What was the two? I
thought it was terrible.
What was the other one that they did? The Sons. The two Sons did the Gatekeeper was one, and they had another cigar as well. One I liked and one I didn't like.
I mean, a lot of people love the Gatekeeper, so I went ahead and bought it, and I wasn't impressed. But then I don't know. Something about Alec Bradley, I don't know.
I thought I saw somebody say, I have a question. I was scrolling right past it, which I have a question.
My call said, I have a question for you both. If you were to blend a cigar, what cigar would it be patented after and why?
Oh, let me answer that one. And I'm gonna let Ron do it as well. If I was to blend a cigar, my filler, I'd have in there some Cuban. I'd have in there a touch of Peru. I'd have in there probably that Aganorsa, Criollo, and Corojo mixed in there. I'd probably put a little bit of Nicaraguan Ligero in there. There's gonna be a lot of stuff in there. Bind it up, and I probably would put like a Connecticut broadleaf or a Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper.
I like that. I do. That's similar. Like I said, the jalapa with some Cuban would be good. Either Connecticut, really not. Don't get them twisted. Some well fermented, well aged Connecticut broadleaf, or I do Cameroon, or I jump around and do like a Brazilian Arapa, something like that. Give it a little different taste to it. Something like that. I like that sweet, spicy profile, right? With some creaminess in it. That's what I like.
Yeah, I definitely. You know, like I said, a couple of years ago, I was rolling some cigars. I still have some whole leaf up there, and it was always interesting to be able to roll your own, mix stuff up, try it or whatever. And you know, I gave them out to a couple of family members, and they was like, "This ain't bad," you know. So it wasn't too bad. You know, it's a fun experiment. You know.
I agree. Somebody said no Honduran tobacco. I love Honduran tobacco.
Honduran is nice. I just don't think I would put it in that first blend.
Right. Yeah. If it's a region, I had to. If it was like one region I had to stay in, it would be Nicaragua.
And then again, as well, Costa Rican. I like Costa Rican tobacco as well. So, hey, Rodney Landers, he said, what, no Gurkha? That's a Cigar International favorite. You know, I didn't get to the end of the box yet, but just for everybody who got on my ass about my damn Gurkha signs that were still left up in the lounge, today I got on the ladder and I took down the last 3 Gurkha signs. And in fact, in place of my Gurkha, I put up a shit. I can't see it. The light is shining in it. Who makes the champagne? Perdomo.
Perdomo, great cigar.
So I put up my Perdomo and that's it. Somebody said, who is buying Davidoff at full price, Janice?
A lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know that you can buy Davidoff at less than full price.
Yeah, very. I'll tell you a site. If I'll tell you one because it's just public knowledge. But if you're looking for, if you like Davidoffs and want to watch sales, iHavanas is a site that always will do monthly sales.
Okay, nice.
They'll do Cubans and then they'll do New World stuff, and it's always usually Davidoffs are usually a lot of the New World cigars they'll discount.
Yep. Brazilian Montefina, that's got a place. I
like Brazilian Montefina. I like Brazilian tobacco. I like Indonesian if it's used as a binder, you know, or something like that. I like Indonesian stuff too.
All of the stuff that I was rolling myself, I use Indonesian as a binder.
Yep.
There's something about the flavor I like. It's just enough in the binder. I like the way it burns. I like that. Diplomatico rum is the bomb. It is absolutely.
Yes, it is. The cigar, however, was not good.
Yeah, cigar was terrible. I don't got to go far to get the Diplomaticos. This right here up on the shelf. I'm going to tell you who introduced me to that. That was Island Jim Robinson from Leaf Cigars. He's the one that introduced me to Diplomaticos, and I've been on it ever since.
Great rum. Cowboy, you right. You sound like a man of my words, man.
Cameroon wrapper. I like the Aganorsa leaf fillers.
Yep. If y'all haven't tried out, it's not Aganorsa, but if y'all haven't tried out the Aladino Cameroon and you like smooth, well-balanced, good flavors, make sure y'all get y'all hands on the Aladino Cameroon, which James at Black Line has a really good price on the sampler packs over there too. Now,
a good budget Aganorsa leaf cigar. I sent one to Ron. He ain't smoked it yet. Is the Siboney, Siboney, Siboney. That was a decent cigar, Aganorsa leaf. I think it's only at Famous, I believe. I think it's one of their house brands. So there he is, #1 man in Kansas City. #1 man. I was talking about you, brother Aaron. What's going on? Aaron Brooks, #1 man. I'm always glad to see my brother Aaron Brooks in the house. You couldn't ask for a finer brother in this city of Kansas City, Missouri. I don't care what y'all say. You can't ask for a finer brother. He is my #1 man and the #1 man for Kansas City, Missouri. I know some of y'all is all right, but you know, it's all right. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? my neighbor came over. I'm doing like Martine now, you know. So
brother Terry.
Yeah, come over and see what's going on. He said, I don't know what's going on. I hear you doing all this stuff. I see all these bottles clinking, there's smoke coming out the garage. Hey, everything is good, man. Everything's good. You all right? Yeah, I'm good, man. It's hot, man. It's hot. I see you took the shirt off. You better stay out that sun, man. You get black, brother.
Well, Aaron B, man, shout out to you for joining Black Line, man. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy everything that is coming towards you.
Yeah, man. It's hot out here today, man. Yeah, man. I'm good, man.
Hey,
I saw it. I saw it. I saw it, man. I told you I'm working on my bikini figure for the summertime, man. All right, man. See you later, man. You working tomorrow? All right. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'll let her know. All right, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, I was gonna. Latonya said KFC has a good Candela. I hate Candela cigars. Yeah, there's two. There's the Espinosa Wasabi and the Black Irish by Roman Crab. All the other Candelas.
Did you smoke that Sinistro I sent you?
Not yet. I looked at that today too.
That one I like, and I do like the KFC Swamp Thing. That's a Candela.
Okay.
It's something about the mix of that smoky tobacco. It kills off a lot of the taste of that green of the Candela. And to me, it's a good mix. I like it.
Okay. I like I said, it's so much you know, just being a reviewer too, is you get so many cigars like I gotta.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, huh. But
yep,
yeah, I gotta get out of here and I gotta give old Quincy a bath.
Yep, I appreciate it. Yep, we thank everybody. We got 100 people still hanging in with us. And listen, it
on a Monday night too, man.
It doesn't go unnoticed that y'all hang out with us. We definitely appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate the RonReal Army and the Lee Mac 912 family. You know, definitely check us out. Check out all of our other cigar reviewers out there, our young guns that are out there doing things. You see Cigar Fred, Cigar Head TV was out there. Cowboyism, that's old school logic and good spit right there. And then we go over there and we check out my man Alex Dwight, the Cigar Man. He's coming up as well. So, you know, go check out our young guns and see what they're talking about.
Smoking Preacher. And,
Preacher. Oh, yeah. How I forget the Preacher. He's the hardest working man out there.
Smoking Lead, shout out to Robert and Caesar too, man. Appreciate y'all stopping by earlier, man. But like Unc just said, it doesn't go unnoticed. Monday night, a lot of y'all got to work tomorrow, so it means a lot to us, man. And it definitely keeps us driven to keep doing this kind of stuff, man. I know y'all like when me and Lee get together, we like talking and hanging out with each other, so it's all fun and all love for us too, man.
And this is kind of what we do, and this is what the cigar community is all about. Good brothers, good sisters, getting together, having a good time. Peacefully, you know. And the thing I like to point out is that if we were to take a picture of everyone that's in the chat and all of us, that none of us look the same. We all look different. but we all get together and we all have a good time and we all get along with each other. And I believe that if we had some problems, we would all come together and help somebody else in the family that was having a problem. So I thank y'all for your support. Thank you for understanding that today has been another great day. And when you wake up every day in the morning, you got to say it's another great day, because your subconscious mind don't know the difference between the truth and the lie. So you might as well tell it something good. Take us on out of here, Ron.
Y'all know it. Before I get out of here, y'all make sure y'all check out Black Star Line Cigars. Check out that Warwich. Me and Lee Mac both stamped in to prove it. With that being said, y'all know the name of the game is relaxation and enjoyment, and y'all already know to be driven, never motivated, baby. Love you guys. Y'all take care, be safe out there, wear y'all masks, and me and Lee, I'll see y'all on the other side, man.
Yeah, peace. Y'all have a good night. Now be safe.
Y'all be good.